ranked. I was like, yo, I don't want to watch Masters Madrid with a 30-second delay. Fuck, imagine. I would be devastated. I would be devastated if this fucking stream went live and the match went live and I had a 30-second delay. I would be fucking devastated. I'm so glad.
I spoke with Autumn about the language barrier he's had to overcome and put him to the test.
Dude, I like this. I like this fit. It's clean.
Hello everyone, it's me here, Yingsu. I'm now joined by Autumn from FPX. Hi Autumn.
Oh dude, Autumn? He's on FPS.
Now,
FPX.
you joined a Chinese team last year, so I wanted to ask you about how are the comms, how's your Chinese going? What's it like to be on part of FPX?
Yeah.
Yeah, so to answer the question about the comms, it's pretty. I think it's pretty good now. But when I first joined the team, wasn't like super good. There was a lot of like my other teammates trying to comment in English, and then
Look, this guy's
Chinese, I
eyes.
didn't understand exactly what was going on. But now I think it's getting a lot better.
Gemma
There's
taught
some
me
rounds
this
and
yesterday.
clutches. It's not perfect yet, but I think it's getting there. Like the more we play, the better it gets. I think within a few months, or like towards the end of this year, it will be like perfect.
Oh, are you studying hard?
I'm trying to, but when I'm coming to the event and like playing, I'm not really getting any lessons in there.
All right.
But
well,
before that, I had like 2 lessons a week.
Oh, that's quite a few lessons a week. I'm gonna put your knowledge to the test. I wanted to see how good your Chinese really is. I'm gonna give you a few words. Some of these came from your teammate Life. Some of these came from the FPX fans. I'll start with what Life gave me. So I'm gonna give you the word in Chinese. So you just have to tell me what you think it means in English. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. 小心屁股.
Pigu. Something.
Care flank.
Yes.
Care flank.
Really?
Perfect. Got a spot.
Pigu means butt, right?
Life. Now, I got a couple of the ones from your fans. They wanted to test your Chinese as well. I'll start with an easy one. 秋天.
Autumn, my name.
Perfect. These lessons are great.
What?
粉丝.
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 粉丝. I'm not too sure on that.
Like it kind of sounds like what it is in English if I give you a clue.
Fans.
Yes. Perfect.
Fans.
Fans. There we go. Australia.
What? Oh, fan.
Australia.
Is there anything that you don't actually
Bro!
know? I feel like I need to make these a little bit harder. 队友.
Dway. Like I know Dway is right. Dway. Like there's people.
Kinda, yeah, you're
There's
there,
a person?
Yeah.
There's a person. Dude, he's
People
good.
that you sit
He's
next to maybe when you play.
that's
Like
impressive.
teammate.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Lastly, I wanted to ask you a question. So I know the Chinese fans, they like to give players like quite cute nicknames. What do they call you? Do you know?
No. Yuntu's Chinese, I believe.
Or Ultraman. Like
Yeah,
Ultraman. Like Ultraman, but Ultraman.
Oh.
And
That's awesome.
yeah, maybe Choutian Ge, like Autumn Bro.
Oh, that's cute. And is there any Chinese words that you've particularly liked that you picked up since playing with FPX? Something you say a lot, maybe?
Piaoliang.
Piaoliang.
Yeah, when someone makes a great play, it's beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. Like pretty beautiful.
Yeah.
I like it. Hopefully we'll see a lot of Piaoliang.
Yeah,
plays
I
from
like
you.
this.
Autumn, thank you for joining me and best of luck in this tournament.
Thank you.
Honestly, I
hold
know
up.
they're still trying to get their comms up to scratch, but his Chinese is really good.
I was
he's
surprised.
good.
It was really
But
good.
also knowing that, you know, he's playing on the jet, he's playing on the most explosive duelist, and he needs the most important comm, you know? He needs to communicate when he's going to go in, or needs to be reactive to that information. You know, he may say that he doesn't speak it, but I was very surprised with the level that he showed.
The thing is, though, that it's very different sitting in an interview on a couch versus all of these words being yelled constantly in hectic comms. It's definitely really hard not just to adjust to a new language, but to adjust to it in that environment of a live match.
Yeah, I can't wait to see if they're going to be able to bring us something new as well when we get to see them on stage. But speaking of new things, Life, we've seen him on the international stage before. Kakuga, he is back. And what is he bringing to this roster?
Yeah, exactly. After his team not making it through Ascension, he joins this team, and he's like the other half for Autumn when we talk about the duelist and when we talk about a little bit more of a passive aggression, to say it in some sense. And he's going to be the Euro player that we're going to be seeing for for the most part. So he's taken not only that that duelist, that operator, he's also part of the initiation that this composition is lacking. His communication has to be very, very good, and he has to be in a lot of sync with the rest.
Yeah, absolutely. For Life, though, I think what you can always expect out of him is just electric performances. The guy is a fantastic gamer.
Bro,
He
what
has
is
been since the
K-Corp's
first time we
Twitter
saw him back
handle?
with EDG. The thing
Why
is,
can't I
with how
find
this
it?
EDG team, or excuse me, this FPX team plays, they are very explosive. They're playing these double duelist comps. They take a lot of risks, and those risks rely on Autumn and Life being
Is it just
successful when they're
K-Corp?
going
Why
for
is it
these
not
double
pulling up for
entries.
me?
Because there's a lot of times where there's not the normal initiator
Weird.
utility, not the normal player there to trade. They have to be good for FPX to win, really.
Yeah, and let's just talk about the Yoru. We mentioned it.
Yes.
We're gonna talk about
I
it
mean,
more.
both these teams.
Yes,
Yes.
but what kind of Yoru do we get?
Carmine Corp.
I think
Oh,
they're
they
very
spelled it
different.
out.
For Carmine Core, they play Yoru kind of
Yeah.
like half KO, half a jet, right? You're not seeing them very often go for like deep TPs into their opponent's spawn. Instead, they're setting up with Fade Yoru flash combos or double flash combos on the entry and then diving in with the raise. On the other hand, Bea,
Yes.
FPX's Yoru is teleport wherever you please, go crazy,
yes.
go ridiculous. It's a lot more chaotic, to say the least.
That's the thing. How is that chaos going to affect Casey way of playing? You know, like taking the duels in couples, being very methodical in how to approach the retakes, for example. I think that FPX is going to be on the surprising side, and I think that that might be a big upset for them, and probably we'll have to, you know, call in some pauses, being like, oh, what is going on? But hear me out. If someone can study a Yoru, it's definitely Eng. I know that they know exactly what to expect from FPX.
The thing is, though, I think today for Carmine Core, compared to their run
Oh,
in the
God.
NBA, where they're very prep heavy, they have a lot to kind of specifically counter strat teams and be ahead of the curve on. They're great at that, given the coaching staff of this roster. I think today is going to be a lot more reliant on just the individual players being able to adapt in the server and not getting flustered by the craziness of FPX. That's the thing, they'll drag teams down into the chaos.
Yes.
It even happened to EDG in the finals in China.
They're very comfortable with it. They will go with the fast rotations, with the fast decisions every single time. So that is the kind of thing that can get into your head and definitely get in the way of your plan. So let's see if Casey is ready for that.
Yeah, and remember, KC, still all these players really young. Most of them their first year playing on the tier 1 level on a big stage like this in front of a crowd. FPX is a squad that applies a lot of pressure. Carmine Core heavily favored to win this game, but I still think it'll be a test of how they can perform on the stage.
I mean, Naray wants to peak everything, so surely they're gonna have to be ready, or other people.
This might be
peeking
the
them
fastest
back.
match ever.
You just jinxed it. You just jinxed it. But it's time to get the results of our MasterCard fan poll. Earlier, we asked you which international league you think will win it all between Americas, China, EMEA, and Pacific. And I can reveal to you, it has been overwhelmingly Americas. 49% of you voted for Americas, 10% for China, 26% for EMEA, and only 13% for Pacific. Is this your doing, Mimi? Did you rally the troops?
Okay, let me just say, I literally said there is no favorite to win this tournament. I think the finals is Sentinels Carmine Core. I think that is the
that
hardest
would
match
be-
to predict.
Jeez.
I think that is such a hard match to predict. I think Americas looks great right now, though. Sentinels is in the best form we've ever seen from them. Loud, as always, is back at an international event. They're
Oh,
innovating.
that's so
They have a
crazy.
strong new player in QCK, and they're living into Sonic's vision well. But I think EMEA looks great. I was so impressed with both Heretics
That's why
and
you're
but
wearing
they-
blue
but they have a lot of
today. That makes so
experience.
much
Yeah.
sense.
Wait, what color is it, Yansu?
It is
the
blue.
shirt?
It's blue. It's
Blue,
blue.
blue, blue.
And it might just come down to some mind games today as well. Coach N and Coach Nathan are standing by for map selection. So let's send it down and see where we're headed.
All right, welcome to Map Select presented by Omen. First match for this entire event. Congratulations to both teams for being here. Let's go ahead and get started. Casey, you are a higher seed, Team A or Team B?
Team B.
Team B. So FPX, you will be Team A, and we will start with your first ban.
First one, Split.
Split. Your ban, Casey?
Ban Breeze.
You ban Breeze. So map number 1 from FPX.
Pick Xbox.
Icebox, side on Icebox.
Defense.
Defense. And map number 2 from Casey.
Big Lotus.
Lotus, side on Lotus.
Attack.
Attack. And then we will go into the next set of bans, starting with FPX. You have Ascent, Bind, and Sunset.
Ban. Band.
Ban, Bind. And then your ban, you have Ascent and Sunset.
Sorry, I'm trying to get a
Ban
tweet.
Ascent.
Ban
That's
Ascent.
actually
map
fucking
number 3
crazy.
by default is going to be Sunset.
So we got
FPX, side on
Icebox.
Sunset.
Attack.
Attack. All right. Great, guys. Good luck to you both.
Icebox Lotus Sunset. Icebox Lotus Sunset.
Now, Bea, Casey, they won't get the split, but they will get that Lotus, and this is where in the final we saw them absolutely dismantle.
Yes.
Fnatic, they look so good.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that they have a very good read on the map, but I'm more surprised by the read that I'm seeing from FPX. Deciding to ban onto that split, to have that flexibility and that understanding that maybe that head-to-head could go on the favor of KC, so let's just forget about it and just go somewhere completely different. And I think that Icebox is going to be
Sunset
crazy
was last
because
map.
of
No
KC.
way.
One team that decided to
What was
keep
the other
that
map
Sage
I
in
said?
the composition out of all of
Lotus,
EMEA
right?
and give it a little bit more traditional when we're talking about the most untraditional teams that we have here.
Honestly,
These guys are
most teams from
fucking
Norway,
cooking.
but actually still
Yo.
really good. They're playing the old last year.
Okay, that's kind of that's pretty tame. That's pretty tame. And then we got Lotus. That's pretty tame. Alright.
Gekko, there's so many positions on attack. You can
Damn.
refresh that Dizzy. You can re-clear
I was
the
hoping we
ground.
get the
His
K-Card
ult is
Pure.
also really powerful and very farmable on Icebox. I think that's sick. You can also combine the wall with the wingman to plant. They have really good ideas with this comp. On the other hand, FPX.
These guys are
playing
big
Reyna
cooking
Jet.
with these comps. So.
Yeah, Reyna Jet, Gekko, and double controller. Without a
Okay.
Sentinel, we can expect, for example, on mid, someone is going.
Yo, my caffeine. I need to finish this. I've been fucking around. Like every morning, I need this caffeine in me, and right now I haven't woken up. So I gotta finish this. Fucking focus. Yeah. It's so windy outside, by the way. If my mic sounds different today, I apologize. I have to have this on because right now in OC, the winds are fucking crazy. Like, let's see if this comes through. Like, do you hear it? Do you hear it when the mic is by the window? I'm not even sure if it's coming through. It's fucking insane. It's like blowing down the window right now, dude. I'm scared the window is literally gonna fucking collapse, but pray for me. Pray for me.
So this is how it's gonna go. Americas is all about the noise and the volume. We're gonna end on a decisive 13-3 victory with a knife kill to close out the match. Then,
What is this shit?
celebrate.
What the
We're
fuck?
not even gonna shake hands. Just leap on the table, lift the trophy, and fight it to make sure it's real.
Fight it?
Tunay? Gusto mo ba malaman kung anong tunay? Ito ang mangyayari. Magaling sa control at pagiging aggressive.
Pacific is all about control and aggression.
Maaaring isuko na
Sure, we might give up a few rounds, but we're gonna end it with a 13-10 victory. And jet knives from across the map. We'll make sure to hug our opponents because they're gonna need it. We'll take a bow to thank the fans as each of us lifts that trophy high into the air. Isn't it beautiful? Not as beautiful as China's precision and power. There will be no rounds for the other team. A 13-0 victory with a 5-judge ace. As we lift the trophies, glorious harmony will graciously thank what that is going to pass and the willingness to sacrifice themselves to us. Interesting theories. Now for R, 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to see the artwork. I get distracted. 6 trophy. The artwork's so sick.
Welcome to Masters Madrid.
That was so cool. The artwork for like the Omen on Ascent was fire. It distracted the fuck out of me.
Thank you. I'm pretty hot right now. You know the meme with Arnold Schwarzenegger? It's like, yeah. Like that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's better.
Are we really rockstar? Sweet, why not?
I would say we have the best duelist in the world, for sure. We have Aspas, we have now second. KCK is proving himself.
Damn, look at second on the droid, bro.
Champions. You have one on your team, for example. So make us great for sure.
Historically speaking, a lot of good IGLs in Americas as well.
I love how you are playing more women now, insane TPs.
definitely like your team is like, I would say like scary to play against because you have like world caliber players, world caliber strats.
I'm super happy you guys are here representing the NA with us.
Oh wait, I gotta.
I think Masters Madrid is gonna be absolute cinema.
More like absolute defeat. Director's cut.
Director's cut.
Celebrity coming through.
Let's go.
Forsaken. You look pretty cool.
Really?
Dude, I like the fits they got the players in.
Superstar, you know.
Can you guys tell me about the Pacific play style? 되게
We play like we're crazy. This is Munchkin.
공격성도 있으며.
We're aggressive, and I think Pacific players pay the most attention to detail.
We can play like 5 duelists, 3 duelists, maybe even no duelists.
Maybe.
Doesn't matter, you know, because we always press W.
These guys are crazy.
Are you guys gonna take down Americas in Madrid?
Maybe. I mean, they kind of beat us before, so maybe some revenge, you know.
페이퍼 렉스요? 진짜 너무 사랑스럽고 소중해요. 진짜 빛 그 자체? 젠지 파이팅!
The EMEA regions, I would say our strongest part is the balance between macro and aim.
Oh, we actually are the future of EMEA.
God
Just
damn
Fnatic
it.
and Navi, we're both top 2 in the EU. We both knocked them out.
We all said it right now, so
congrats to making it there.
It's 8K,
Thank you,
right?
man.
I'm gonna change it right now. So I'd say it's for next time I go live.
You're expecting Boaster, right?
It still looks right, yeah?
Spanish org, Spanish crowd and everything. I feel like it was destined that Heretics were at Madrid.
It does look like boy band shit.
People, they think it was a fluke. So we're gonna show them that it's not. It's time for the new generation to take over.
You got this, bro. One of us will make it to the finals, mate. I promise you.
今天特别开心，能够跟 FunPass 他们一起来到这里跟他们拍摄，然后今天也能跟 Life 在一起，然后在马德里又相见了嘛。
In your opinion, what makes VCT China so competitive?
我的看法是因为我没有看康。
然后更多不被更多
We are more explosive and more unpredictable. Kong Kong.
预测到的那些东西，我觉得 VCT 大家的这个
I think the environment of VCT China is really good. It's like a family or brothers. Oh fuck, that's good insight. I like that. They're all super close. Like the scene. Hey, long time no see. Hey mate, how's it going? 1 year. It's crazy. Took a while, huh? It took me 1 year to win. Did you let me win? Thank you for that. No way, no way. Well deserved. We're here, right? I'm very happy we're here. International together a long time. Finally, international. Let's try to go to the finals together. Yes, Americas versus America final. Exactly. These guys are talk so fast. A photo? Photo. Holy shit! Brazilians talk fast when they talk to each other, bro. They need to pretend like they're speaking to not a native. To be honest, Sadok's not even a native, bro. He's not even. That's insane. There's, God, Spanish and Portuguese just, they rattle off their words so fast. I don't even know how they do it. What an intro. I got goosebumps right now. Holy shit, I literally have goosebumps right now. I kind of like it.
upsets, surprises. We've seen it all on the regional stage, but can these teams continue their dominance when the stage is so much bigger and the stakes are so much higher?
For Carmen Cora, most of these players were picked up from
Here
Team
it
2.
is.
Were new
So Spanish is up there.
this year.
Japanese is actually
By beating the best in EMEA, coming out as champions from that
interesting.
region. But now it's a new
English
pressure.
is
It's
English feels very slow. Like the syllables that you hear, like how the words are like designed, it feels like very slow. But bro, Spanish feels so fast.
Hungry to be the winners of this tournament. You were saying it, Mimi. Anybody can win this tournament. The favorites are very, you know, in the air. Anybody can take this game, and I think the FPX is hungry, is devoted to change our minds, to just not.
I would have never guessed Japanese was
VG.
first.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of rookies this year, you know. It seems like the rise of all the rookies, but it's been such a long time since N was on this stage. And just to remind you, the 2 tournaments that N made globally, he won one of them and he reached the final to the other one. So he's got a lot to prove coming into this as well.
I mean, technically, the next one he's gonna get grouped, or what is he's not making?
Oh yeah, the English language is a fucking nightmare.
I'm not about that life. I'm not about that life.
For FPX, it's been a while since they've been on an international stage. This team has represented at previous events, but they didn't make it to Champions, the big event at the end of last year. They made some changes, picked up stars into this year, and I think are looking better than they used to, but still have that same identity, right? They play weird comps, and Icebox is no different. They're playing a Jet, Reyna, Gecko composition.
Well, at least we expect so.
Yeah,
We should imagine changes.
They could definitely change it. They've had time to do so.
I mean, we've seen that already, right? Teams that are starting to adopt the Na'Vi way
All
of having
right.
multiple
Oh, wait.
one map. I don't think they will change anything
Epic
coming
pin.
into this, but Mimi, it will very much disrupt their preparation if they did.
It absolutely will, but this event had very low turnaround time for the teams that went deep, especially for a team like KC who
You guys
played
ready for this
so
shit?
many matches. They had to go through the
They
group
needed the
stage,
reps.
I'm sure a lot of you guys in chat have K-Corp maybe even winning this event. Any K-Corp believers in the chat? Winning the event? Anyone? I gotta get this Shopify keycap on my keyboard that came in, dude. This shit's fire, actually.
A lot of them in the FPX comp, the way that you have to play it, the way that you have to default, having, as I said, someone always in the middle. We do not see many teams playing 2-1-2 on a map. This is not New York, by the way.
Okay.
But
We do get the Reyna. Wow.
What do you guys make
Double
of this?
Gecko.
It's what we expected, right? I think looking at Carmen Core starting on defense, their biggest strength with this composition is their retakes. They have Sage Wall and Wingman to get on that spike, and they have good flash utility with that Dizzy to fight forward. FPX, I think, need to be taking space past the spike site if they're planting on B, or holding
The
forward on
Omen
A,
could be
and kind of having
interesting.
A scaling defense where they start forward and move back to not fall victim to these retakes.
And I think it's so important what you're mentioning with the retakes, because that is what has made the difference out of for most of the teams,
A little higher.
especially in EMEA. KC was the
Okay.
best. The protocols
There's a lot of solutions for plants, guys. Like we got the Sage Wall, we got Gecko, obviously. Jet to create some space for everyone. Get high ground. Quick B control if possible. Top tube, shit like that.
after the spike has been planted.
You have to watch this Jet head-to-head. Autumn and Martine, both of them prospects at their first international event on the star roll for Icebox.
Oh, I can't wait to see it. But that is enough from us. I know there's been 2 gentlemen waiting in the
Sage
flanks,
comms?
waiting a
I think Sage is underrated right now. I'm not gonna lie. I think Sage is being slept on a lot. A lot of creativity with the wall is still out there. I'm not talking about for plants. Like, I'm not talking about Sage walls for plants. I'm talking like Sage walls for like mid Bs, Sage walls for like, you know, like if you do the mid B, you can block the vision into like defender spawn, like back here. Like say like what we did on 100 Thieves was Asuna walled this and he hopped off of his wall into like the kitchen, like bridge.
Here we go then.
There's a lot of shit like that you can do with the wall on Icebox.
Up towards A. Anticipating this space control perhaps, but FPX are not committed with it.
Not quite. Flash to clear with the Dizzy, all combined up. That's going to be the dash active now for Martine. Using that in the responsive, but there's no go button pressed here for FPX.
That's a B. Oh my god, they lost B with that. That's a really big kill.
Good opening here. I mean, it does open up the B side entirely.
Oh,
A repeat
fuck.
from Live. He's got the heal online, but Martin returns with the kill.
Martin low, though.
Trade.
Healed by Sage.
Lysor didn't buy the orb in this round, so having to use the wall in order to escape there. That means there's
Crazy
gonna be
fucking
no
wall, by
placed
the
down
way.
over towards B.
What is this wall?
So Karmine Corp are going to have opportunities to try to deny this plant, though they are players down.
Just that
Paranoid
live,
here,
probably, huh?
FPX. A lot of the sight lines blocked off.
Now look at this. The Omen smokes are
Wow.
lovely for them to take more
Yeah.
aggressive positions on site.
Holy
Comical
shit.
wall up towards Kitchen, doubled up here, but just picking and choosing their battles at the right time.
Oh!
They have no
No
idea where
way!
they shot from.
No
Here,
way!
one player left standing, it's Lysor.
What are they doing, bro?
We'll see what they can do. Snake
Oh,
bites, at least
fuck.
one connection, but the wall's up in their face. They've got to really just get a move on as well, wrapping all the way around here. Shin sticking to defuse here for the pistol round. It's all
Dude.
Karmine Corp.
What are FPX doing? Why don't they play post right there? Why are they in like no man's land just kind of wandering? What the fuck are they doing?
It wasn't even where the danger.
And yeah, that's a real common Sage dub right there with that wall. That wall took a very scary 1-on-3 and just literally ended it right away. You know, the double molly chill in there, that felt like a really good safety net where there was a good chance he won that
It has
1-3.
been an issue for them, a really big one in the past. Berlin said in the press conference he's having to repeat the communications twice. A lot of the time
Yeah,
in English,
yeah,
Chinese, so the
yeah.
teams on the
I
same
noticed that
page.
too.
Introduced delays.
Let's start talking about
Position anyway for Magnum taking that fight.
Man, that was a bit of a throw there.
Round secured, deep
Oh.
smoke. Magnum has to body check a lot of this space, really. There was some danger there, but clears out towards mid, knowing that nobody's lurking.
And those lurks are going to be a pretty important part of how FPX creates threats on the attack side. Smokes from Lysor
All
and
like
Berlin
timing here for this
need to be
Omen.
dealt with. And sometimes that's going to require face checking, and when there's opponents hiding inside
So they
smokes,
just drop like a random smoke heaven. They have their wall going across.
Offload into util here with a dizzy.
Good Sage wall on right side. Uh-oh.
Nasty and messy spray.
Uh-oh.
No kills collected there, but only just for life here with the heal online. But now reinforcements are here,
Okay.
finally arriving. Multitudes of
They're
targets
coming
to pick
in.
from, but really Karmine Corp coming up green in the kill feed. Blue,
Well played.
surely. I mean, well,
Blue
okay,
surely.
some kind of teal. It's a teal. You could make the argument.
easy cleanup despite it looking a little labored there from the right early on. And now FPX, first round where they can do some serious damage after the pistol. 5 Vandals facing off against KC, who have 3 Bulldogs online as well. Clear weaponry advantage for FPX, especially down these longer angles, so they might want to take over towards B. And defaulting the Viper wall, A, at the start of this round. Not quite the same as they did on the pistol, because this time we've got that Viper orb coming down mid too.
Does have that threat of potentially working their way through into mid. Cool, lovely. Would love to set their sights onto a bonus round conversion. As you said, longer fights to be taken with the rifles of FPX, and they're cautious just at the beginning, initially here. Don't want to run into things. Omen smoke now propped up, will divide up the site and allow them to start to take a bit more of that space once they clear through the appropriate positions. But we're almost down to a minute on the clock.
And they haven't created too many threats in mid either.
Almost betrayed there by the ponytail, but Shin gets away with it.
And Berlin with nobody there to try to support. The IGL gets picked off with no advantage, no possibility of a trade, no information
guys.
even as to where
messaging
Shin and
someone
Martin
real
could have
quick.
repositioned to. As FPX come back in here, they're going to have to use these flashes, the Dizzy, just to try to figure out
FPS like
where
fucked
those
right
players on
now.
defensive A
That's a
would have gone.
horrible
Orchestrates
opening
kind of
kill.
exactly where these FPX players are going. Now it really does feel like
Here's
we're landing
again,
into
this
the
wall
main
is
position.
really
It's great
insane
timing
in
on
like the
wall.
mid
I mean,
round.
for the precisely right moment in the raid. Flash over the top. It's going to be going straight through the gap at the top there.
Good positioning here by the
Connection.
shot.
Martin willing to take the
Oh,
fall,
no.
the transfer damage done, but no kill. In fact, that's all.
Wow,
Live here,
dude.
just leading the charge for the rest of
Dude,
the
Martin.
team.
No way.
Shin eventually.
Very
Time,
weak.
12 seconds, and yeah, life is weak. Pops the ult off. Might be able to get something going with this one. At least needs one more kill for it. Nobody watching. There it is. Geared back up.
Oh my god.
Plan down 4 seconds. Taps. Taps. Force it into the 1v1. It's the only win condition.
No way, dude.
More than played.
Fucking hell. FEX is just finding ways to lose these rounds at this point.
Making a difference there.
That's a wild one for FPX to not convert,
Wow.
honestly. The spray from Martin was really labored, a little similar to Narrate when we saw him with the Bulldog in round 2.
10 seconds left.
But how Magnum gets past there without Life being able to get the kill. Life whiffing on the spray means that Orton goes down. And Life unable to convert in the 1v1 as well. He decided to go for that, the duel instead of just sticking the plant. That's a tragedy for FPX early on.
Knocks the economy down a peg or two, so going to be working with some weaker weaponry. Life's going to be after making the most, I think, of this Guardian purchase.
It looks fairly explosive here over towards B. Aeon having that ult online, it would be a really large investment early on before you've managed to create a pick for yourself.
Smoke's finally back online now to just cut off sections onto the site. Snake might
They like using the Omen in this manner. I really dislike this. This is just not it, by the way.
A lot of focus being put on that angle where Magnum
Like,
managed to pick up 2
why?
on the pistol.
Why are they doing
A
that?
weak spot, perhaps.
So they can plant top site.
Now, as Wingman, that's going to be spotting out a player or two. Berlin, let's get the initial
They
kill.
gotta
but not enough
convert
to get the
this.
follow-up here, but down below the bridge. Where's the expectation of it? Narrate, he was dropping down, but not enough bullets in the clip.
Next
to
skill
really
is
finish
everything.
him
Thrash
off.
on deck.
3v3 shots,
Really
Life
big kill.
gaining the advantage potentially there. It's traded back and forth. It's Narrate versus Ian. Narrate comes up with the goods.
Wow, dude. These guys can't win a fucking clutch.
Plenty of time left on the clock too. That one had danger in it. It absolutely did. But Karmine Corp
Default wall MP is better. No. Doesn't really matter when they're running double controller. Like, I see what they're going for. I do see what they're doing here with the wall, but I don't love it. I'm guessing that the A side of the wall goes to like top site, and they send wingmen in for top site plants probably, and thus you can't see people top site. It just doesn't seem fucking worth it at all. Actually, doesn't seem worth it.
well ascending to this.
Also, it'd probably allow you to
perennial
wrap
level of the
410.
game. Are people going to adapt to the stage quickly? If you have some nerves, how do you play through it? It feels like it's a little touch and go at the moment for Karmine Corp, but enough to be able to get them over the line in these rounds. And similar nerves on the other side for FPX. You got to remember, FPX are a team, this is their 3rd time getting to a global event. They've only ever been able to take one map at a global event before, and that was against the old Karmine Corp when they played first time at Lock-In. It was a 2-1 victory in favor of Karmine Corp, and that was the old, Melons lineup. That wasn't the that wasn't the Madrid clean, clinical Karmine Corp that we've come to expect after their running kickoff.
It's well-honed squad, and to just touch on that rookie point as well, maybe not an experience rearing its head for some of the players. Karmine Corp looking like one of the youngest rosters I think that we've got coming into Madrid.
They are, yeah.
Maybe that does showcase. Of course, some of them do have that international experience.
They do, and you see Magnum up there towards the top, managed to find that hole in the pistol round and has been very consistent so far on the defense side for his team. So we get to see another rifle round here, starting to get up towards some big ultimates too. Narrate and Magnum's ults in particular going to be excellent on the retake as Narrate takes first contact and wants to hunt for more.
He's not scared, is he?
No, Shin was holding up towards the belt. He had angles covered. Martin's crosshair placement looked like it might have been off for just a moment as Ayoung's head poking below, but I don't believe they caught any whiff of the Jet stuck in that corner. I say stuck, hiding.
Hiding. He's got the
starting
dash,
a
of course,
trap.
to get out. Yeah, it's a lovely position to play in. FPX quite like what they were seeing just from cutting the noise there. They show a bit of that presence just initially, now making their way over towards B. Contact reclear, is that what's going to be called here?
Certainly looks like it. The same kind of B end with that double Omen smoke setup that we've seen from FPX in a few rounds so far.
Trying to get this fucking tweet out.
For Life there, he will fall just through the smoke as it was propped up.
Dude, I really like Karmine Corp's approach here on this B site, by the way. They're giving up the ground, and the retakes are so powerful with the Sage.
Out towards Kitchen expected though. Now you see it. Thrash exchanged.
Oh, fuck. This guy's fucked.
Down onto either side to take
Got him.
potentially there. Looks like it, yeah. Berlin. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Dude, that was sick. Holy fuck. That was amazing.
Possible angle. Lysor realizing now that really has to give it up. Wasn't that mid position. He was the insurance policy, but now has to save that rifle.
Gutting as Karmine Corp get up to 5. Absolutely putting away FPX. And this is looking like they've got a very good idea of how they want to deal with this classic exec that we're seeing from FPX. Nobody is getting caught on sight. Tamashi is just getting a kill by spamming a common angle where he's...
FPX's post plants have been so terrible.
Defending that over push into Snowman and making sure that they have the pieces together to be able to get back in onto site. FPX are finding it difficult here to force the fights. One of the big powers of their composition is the ability to combo flashes together. And they're not really finding an opportunity to do that because Karmine Corp are playing so much further back.
Initial expenditure of util, but they are playing really far back. I mean, that's just the retake protocols. Desk was mentioning it. It's super, super well drilled for Karmine Corp.
Yeah.
The bread and butter really of, you know, what was getting them so many of the wins because they were looking so well honed.
And there's always a little bit of danger when you allow your opponents to play.
All right, finally. I finally... It's probably typos and shit in it, but I wanted to get perms from... Again with the retake here on this B side. So like they just kind of like absorb all of the hit, and the retake is so good, dude. The Viper will maintain control of like this area most of the time, but this time you see Viper is getting kitchen. The Killjoy will maintain control of this area. The rotate now has to pick up Snowman because of this round. This person will play here. Like they're just playing center map. It's fucking sick actually how they're playing.
In that spot, it could come from 2 different directions, so gambling incorrectly there. Life is the one to capitalize.
Magnum, though, still with ultimate. How does FPX deal with that?
Down with a wingman, clears out a bit of the side. Now the plan,
What are they
online against
doing?
the lockdown.
Oh, Aeon denied from even going for that.
They can't go for the plan. Time. They have to fight this one. FPX have to make a call to do so, but now,
Bro.
Entertainment, it's going to be happening anytime soon.
What?
This is a round basically done and dusted. Online there with a res. Magnum back into the fight. 3 versus 3.
FPX is
Time
laughable,
like this,
bro.
I mean, there's just no chance. You have to kill everybody. It's not there for FPX.
They're like so skilled, but they just
tactical outplay there by KC.
they're just getting so outplayed. Like every fucking round, they're just getting outplayed. From melons to melon stompers. Yeah, so this is what I was saying. Like, so this DM with fraud, I mentioned this before in stream. This is from fucking July of 2023, where they were going to replace Osbos, and the one player he's looking at is this guy that I'm spectating right now on K-Corp. And that is just so insane to me. Like, a Brazilian team, and I know they speak Portuguese, obviously, but they weren't looking local in Brazil. He had his eyes on this kid, which is now qualified through EMEA by taking out Na'Vi and Fnatic. And I just think that's so crazy to me because I'd never even heard of Tomasi before this shit. Like, maybe I had, probably had actually. It's a pretty common name. Like, I've seen that name in CS.
To Madrid, this is a disaster. They had their chances early on in some of these rounds, but the later that this is going, the less and less chance it looks like they're getting as Karmine Corp polish things up a little and get comfortable, get into the groove. Down 0-6 without any timeouts remaining.
Oof.
If they don't end up winning this rifle round that we're
K-Corp
about
jump.
to watch, it's a disaster zone.
That could be dire.
I mean, they are.
This is
quite
their map
literally
pick,
running
guys.
Their heads into a brick blue wall right now. They cannot find a way through.
Now, are they going to get conditioned? You can see elements of it from Karmine Corp again. Like I was saying before, they weren't playing anybody up close towards B. They've got Martin with an op now. He's playing in this spot. Karmine Corp, I think, are hoping now that FPX make the decision to start contacting into B. Dizzy broken. Martin can now play
All right.
onto the angle. It's watched for the shot. Missed and go to wide.
But they haven't heard the dash. They know that Martin has not left that in a
It's
hurry.
interesting that they one-way that, like their Omen.
There they hear the shot from the operator, and Martin's going to bait that out, make it feel
I like
he's
the
still
Cloud
there,
Burst, though,
try
obviously.
To rotate, to anticipate
Autumn.
this attack side rotate that Berlin is calling.
Double nanos here, gonna stall.
Troops on the move.
Here's what's gonna happen. They're gonna try to hit it.
step ahead.
They're gonna Omen ult like here or here, and these nanos are gonna stall out. Then this is gonna be walled. This will be walled.
I mean, Narrate just back towards
There's the wall.
Also returning as well.
And now they're gonna get stalled
There's
out.
45 seconds left. Could pivot into a different direction if you want to, but FPX.
What are they
bit
doing,
indecisive,
bro?
Just a pause in the play. Now the paranoia.
Come on, give me the Omen ult. Go ahead.
Martin towards the back. Trying to go wide here with a Dizzy. Narrate is on one, man. He's on one. Almost there for the ace, but 4 kills eventually shut down.
This ain't it.
7-0. It's a scoreline we're looking like. The round differential is immense right now, and you're truly seeing it. I mean, we said on paper it was going to look like one of our more one-sided matchups, but Karmine Corp, in almost just every element of the game right now, they're ahead of it.
And they're destroying them. Kukuga said on the desk, trying to break the Leer and the Dizzy.
Not looking good.
It's like, yeah, bet. Just rinses them both before.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I think they might have spent too much time teaching Autumn Mandarin and not enough time designing Icebox strats.
Interesting idea, right? This is one of our most
That's a little bit too fucking. That's too harsh. That's too harsh.
What does the parity look like? Everybody was saying, you know, anyone can win Madrid. There are chances for each of these teams to be able to make upsets.
They're still in it. They're still in it. They're still in it. I'm fucking around. I'm fucking around.
Expect to have a freebie, an opening match that just is so one-sided, but
man,
I'm of course still showing him respect.
Absolutely. Yeah, Magnum said, quote, if I
Dynasty, not the dynasty defining defense again. Anything but the dynasty.
Martin under pressure though.
Oh.
In his face, though.
Oh.
Absolutely still.
Gap.
Damage done but no kill collected. Smokes at some point surely going to be fading. How are they going to get this spike down? They really don't have any options.
Okay, promising.
That's a huge one. Yep, a gap available with that op drop down. Autumn picks it up.
They're gonna ult here maybe.
Now we can really just see.
On top side.
Hunt for any more sort of kills. Now this is a player advantage for FPX.
He's gonna ult, detain one, send Wingman in to defuse.
Dizzy. Down to the back along with
The second he detains one, Wingman's gonna defuse.
To lead the charge in detainment there. Shin round to the side, but doesn't expect Berlin.
Oh, he didn't do it.
Is. Okay, a round on the board for FPX.
Ooh.
Thrifty win.
Wait a second. Wait a second. I've done it. Ladies and gentlemen, I've done it. Okay. All right. What other shit can I talk here?
And this is the opening. He had a chance trying to take the timing, but then Autumn also finding this pick
Oh
up
my God.
over in Snowman. That sets up the player advantage. And FPX are finally able to capitalize and bring around to themselves. Can they work this into a little bit of momentum and make it less of a one-sided matchup?
They would love to. Now, back into the action, you're seeing it. Line in the sand drawn in terms of the skirmish.
Wait.
Berlin has
What happened to the other nano?
Yeah, of course your IGL Omen has.
He couldn't afford it?
Angel
Really?
Emote.
Wow. KC money actually low.
Get themselves into the side wall. Feeding them.
Good take. Good take.
To the top here, Dizzy in their faces.
Wow, this
Everybody.
was. Where did this come from?
But FPX granted the side
Bad
now,
plant.
so
Oh my God, that's not a good plant.
a forward position here, playing inside.
But we got the
It's
pit.
really going to test Karmine once more, especially with Autumn ripping
Wall
off
defuse
heads.
on deck.
Towards the back of the side, just really impossible to clear this through.
Okay.
And here on the side of FPX, this is basically a done deal into the round. Look at it, second one on the board. Now maybe you can start to keep this going.
All right, we got the game.
That's huge. Didn't even have to use all of the ultimates.
Let's
at their
activate the
disposal.
curse. Fuck it.
Still have the Thrash
They're
available
broke.
for them in the next. And FPX using the pit to be able to establish much more aggressive post-plant positions. Put pressure on KC before they can get into retake spots. Look, Narrate's just flooding out heaven there thinking, yeah, they're going to give us this space for free. That's what they've done every other time.
Oh shit.
And FPX have brought the battle.
Okay, Autumn was like, I heard you were talking shit.
Amazingly enough, those 2 rounds have actually been enough to knock
I like
down
that
the
windbreaker.
economy of Karmine Corp. So we're not seeing a full buy here.
I think the money would be
That's all line up for the mid orb.
Okay.
Kind of nice.
At least Martin has a rifle.
Here.
off the dizzy. That's a good little fight, actually. So like, and see, jump spot here. If this guy spots, just throw dizzy up in the air, and then you could obviously collect it again and check and swing. That's a really good pairing, like, right there in the map.
Just missing the timing of FPX.
Take that in your rankings.
Clear and Dizzy all comboed up. Smokes to get himself into the deeper angle.
The cloud burst to clear.
Yeah, this time, not using that second smoke to block off this one. Autumn, he's got the operator. Aiming to lock this one down. Two potential
Dude, he's
positions.
open to.
He's taking out Berlin. Now Berlin's
Oh no, he's not open. Okay, it's smoked.
All the time, honestly. Most of the time.
Yeah, and it's a spot where Autumn can't actually
All right.
for Berlin to get into position.
How do they hold this retake? They're being fucked every round. Young has all.
That's decent damage there, actually.
Yeah, diligence being shown with the util to clear through most of this.
I don't like how Autumn got spotted here on a jiggle and stayed here.
But there's a thrash on the other side. Martin, what a peek.
What a return.
Whoa. Oh my god. Clean. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Bro. They're grinding back in this. Holy fuck.
FPX holding on in these post.
We got a game now. We got a game now.
I mean, Ayang is like lining up a shot with Martin, and Tomaji's right behind.
Okay.
FPX going from
0-7. It's getting a little bit spicy. Okay. So they got a buy here. They got the ults online. Couple of them. A reactive Viper Pit at A. So what I mean by like reactive is like they have turret being like first contact, right? They have nanos the second the plant comes in. And then when the plant happens, this guy just ults and expands everywhere. Oh, fuck. Good rotate here. Probably going to ult the site on the top. This Viper will probably... No? No, not going to ult site. Oh, fuck. Ooh. Oh, man. Bro, FPX. FPX have really settled in here. This is crazy. Okay, this is... Because now we're in a spot where, like, okay, FPX should have won probably pistol. They should have probably won, like, the bonus. And they maybe should have... Maybe they shouldn't have won pistol, but they definitely misplayed the 4-on-3. But they misplayed a lot of late rounds. And you could make a really good argument that they should be winning this game right now. They definitely heard me.
They had to icebox. That's just insanity.
Not the best ult here. Nothing in it to help him.
So Tomaji might think that the rest of FPX are looking to work down mid or over towards A. Martin once again alone on A, tucking himself into these aggressive, unexpected positions. But generally, FPX have been able to either dodge or deal with it. It's slow and somewhat
Martin needs a kill,
for FPX.
like real
first
bad.
40 seconds of this round. Now they're making a commitment to deal with some of Magnum's utility in mid and create threats and pressure around.
Oh, he sees. Oh.
And there it is.
Wow.
For an easy one.
Yikes, dude. Yeah, you can't res that. And now the Omen is so advanced, dude. Oh, bro. 7-0 to 7-5? Okay. Where are we planting? The shit plant? God damn, these guys love planting in shitty spots.
FPX are trying to fight this one. Then they realize at least now that the lockdown is down, but do they have any util to try and fight this one and clear it? Out and through, they don't need util, man. They got guns and weaponry still. Lockdown didn't get broken. 1v2.
Both jail. Wingman to defuse.
FPX, the positioning is going to be known and noted. Narrate. How do you hit that into the 1v1? Wingman, exactly the partner in crime that you'd want at least.
Wow.
Position, trying to force Life out into the open, but it's a guessing game for Narrate entirely. Doesn't know where he is, and Life playing time.
Oh, what a peak, dude. Go peak. Go peak, Life. Wow.
What a ridiculous comeback.
Holy fuck,
we were
dude.
all ready to talk about how it was playing out as expected on paper, and then FPX fire back with 5 in a row.
One enemy remaining.
And a lot to do.
I'm so sorry, China. I was not familiar with your game. I'm so sorry, FPX. I was mistaken. The English lessons were indeed necessary. I apologize.
Thank you very much, guys. What a great half that was. A nice comeback from FPX, but Kakuma,
I also would like to
started with a
take this opportunity to issue a formal apology to the country of Australia. Yes, they were also affected by some of the things I had stated in my rant when I was upset when we didn't have a game at our first international tournament of the year. I do deeply apologize for my actions. Thank you.
Something changes in FPX, maybe.
And for FPX, I think the
yeah.
was really
Get ready to learn Chinese.
Once they got that space down, once they got that space, they were using that second
Bro,
dizzy
how did they
refresh
come
to push
back?
forward and get space.
How did they come back?
And really punish KC while they were still setting up, getting their util
That-
in. That's
This is insane because I swear it looked unstoppable until it wasn't.
to play. It was really good.
It was like 3 for 3 and then it ended 3 for 8.
Casey that made us getting too comfortable because everything is working, and an FPX that, you know, starts making a little bit of mistakes. We see, you know, the flashes being a little bit separated one from another, but then when they realize that they just have to disrupt that and just keep pushing a little bit more, that changes. Now, coming into their defense, as I said, it's very complicated to defend this map without a sentinel. The aggression has to be there. FPX is very known for that, and they have to keep it up if they want to keep that score.
It absolutely does. But if KC wants to close this map out, they have the fans to do so in this arena right now. There's not a huge amount of fans out on day one, but every single KC fan feels like 10 of them.
Yeah, shout out to the Gentlemates fan as well in the Gentlemates jersey. But this blue wall, it is looking so strong. But I'm going to send this back to the casters and see if Casey can close this one out.
We'll see if they can close it out. But listen, FPX, kind of momentum behind them as well.
Ah, yes. I also need to apologize to Taiwan. Yes, I'm very sorry. Yes, my children actually part Taiwanese. I cannot believe the actions I've made. I'm deeply apologetic. Thank you so much. Yes, I know. I'm ashamed of my actions here.
Getting started with a pistol.
What the fuck is this wall that FPX is cooked up? What is this?
Not too many teams trying to fight this area aggressively.
Yo!
FPX have got a pistol round strat.
What are we doing? We're in a pizza slice of Viper walls.
Abandoned it very early though, Brent.
I mean, it is easy. Surely you collect the kills. Berlin gets 3.
That's
wild. Get the hell out of here.
Dude!
Util single-handedly. I mean, a man was basically alone. And now, how do you clear this one out? He saw to the side.
Oh my god, they're gonna win the game! They're gonna win the game! No! They're gonna win the game!
More about the blue wall. Tell me about the Berlin wall. That's ridiculous. I mean, how has he managed?
That's a fire line.
That protocol of jumping through the.
All right, dude, we said before the game, the Omen on Icebox, kind of nasty. Kind of fucking nasty. And what they did with the wall, so that way he didn't have to worry about his left unless someone runs through. Yo, that is, they were cooking right there. They were fucking cooking so hard.
Bottom of the scoreboard and comes out like that.
Oh my
on the
god,
pistol.
that's
That's what
insane.
you're saying, Brent. It only takes that one round.
We'll talk about it after.
They are being swamped in this position. Lysol doesn't know which way to look.
Uh-oh.
Teammate Anderson it back. Okay, traded.
Heal coming in on Tomasi, probably.
3 equalized here.
Where's the heal, Shin? Come on. There it is.
They want to get aggressive and defend these weapons, I think. But Kamikor aren't even going for them.
No,
Ooh.
quite. Wall up onto the high ground. Really just props
Good
up
awareness,
top.
by the way, to get that kill.
Easy kill for AI. Autumn there. Can't quite land the shots there with a Marshall, but finally a bit of damage done to the body. 100 left, 1 player left standing. It's Martin.
Oh, we're not going to use our util. Okay.
Man down, but this is a really difficult situation.
All right.
Try and win. And there it is. Spam damage and the flank attempt there.
Very surprised that Karmine played that round so quickly after they got themselves into a 3v3. If they'd slowed things down, I believe there were 2 Bulldogs lying around. Be able to try and
If K-Corp wins, we have to issue apologies?
all of the danger just kind of trickled away.
Non. 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 Non.
No. No. They should have fucking closed the shit out. I ain't issuing shit to K-Corp. Yeah, I had to Google that shit. That wasn't even a fucking troll. I Googled that shit.
But guess what? The Avengers are plenty here. I mean, listen, the amount of players
Holy
they've got to
fuck.
play that forward position. Belt not really accounted for.
Oh my god, we're wild. We are wild. Oh, we're wild. What are we doing? What are we doing?
What are we doing? Respect it.
Dude.
But FPX take a gamble, shove 4 players in. And
These guys are playing a new game mode that like I've never played in Valorant. Like, it's not fucking replication. It's not deathmatch. It's not comp. Like, bro, they're playing like gotta use your abilities in the first 20 seconds. It's a new game mode. You gotta get rid of these abilities really quick.
Surely here the streaks are broken.
Holy fuck, that was
see
crazy.
Another 7 in a row for KC, right? It's not even possible.
It's really not. I mean, at that point.
You're in the map 14-7?
Yeah, dusted.
That was insane.
Maybe we get them to skirt the rules. We'll do first to 16.
Is this gonna save this? Good save, actually. Really good save.
FPX, though, really have shown that they're not willing to just roll over in these kind of games, especially when they're pushed. I mean, they certainly come into this one as the underdogs, but I had a chance to talk to Berlin before.
That looked like
these games kicked
Overwatch.
off.
That did look like an
How much
Overwatch
better
fight.
do you think this version of FPX is
Oh,
compared to
man.
last year's? You know, if you were following this team in 2023, okay, they looked all right. They were making it to some of the international events. Since then they've added.
No, it was fine.
Towards the top of the scoreboard for them here. He's been a.
It was
big
fun to do
player
the
for
push.
them.
It's just the actions once the push started happening were insane. This wall is so sick combined with the one way. God, I'm like nerding out about this. Does a lot.
2.5 times, maybe enough to try and.
The problem is they don't have the stall wall at A.
Cool idea.
To boost themselves up.
Oh
Berlin,
no.
deals with the trespasser in through mid.
Oh
Follow
no.
up. Ayang watching it for any sort of passerbys. Only 3 players now left standing for Carmine Court.
Wow. They thought they could abuse the no
Looks like a read
senti.
to me that they were expecting Berlin to be playing B.
Yeah.
You know, both of those controller players for FPX.
Holy fuck, great blind.
I saw there who swung off the back of Paranoia that was
I don't know if you can swing
extremely
off.
optimistic.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Willing to take the risks, aren't they? I mean, Aeyang has just walked up all the way behind, and all of this in a player advantage situation where you don't need to force fights like this. It's a round winning or losing play, probably, that Aeyang and Life have gone for. Carmine Court are well and truly trapped
Bro.
here, though I don't believe they know it yet.
No indicator.
The FPX boa constrictor right here.
Open to the gunplay to carry them through a round like this one.
The flank is activated.
Behind them, no, not to the side, not expecting a player out towards Yellows Berlin. Still not cleaned up. Spike though, planted.
Woo! Why do we have Util out now? What are we doing? What are we doing? Dude!
Outrageous.
What are they doing?
Have them cornered, caged up, no exits. Utility being used from the back as well. And
Bro, FPX, the rounds these motherfuckers lose, I am going to lose my goddamn mind. I have never tilted in a fucking watch party before on a team that I don't really care about very much. Like, but holy shit, what am I watching?
Stand up now.
Like, how are they losing these rounds?
All right, a bit of fire with these Carmine Court players in their first time on the Big Masters stage.
Getting heated.
They said the Omen blind peek in a long B was a troll, but the 4-on.
What a shot.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
Martin. His teammates are going to be there.
Whoa.
Got his back line.
Whoa.
Live.
What?
Obviously have no idea that that was going to happen.
Even a possibility. Yeah. Just no idea at all.
They didn't even think of that as a timing that FPX could have chosen for some aggression. You can see
Dude.
how the unexpected nature of how FPX plays can catch teams off guard.
This is absolutely a dick measuring
This
contest.
has managed to bail his team out.
Oh no.
He's out. No gun. Watching for the mid aggression.
And Aeyang, they should have some idea, was over towards A earlier on. That Dizzy was used.
Dude. FPX are insane.
Shooting's been fairly good. The most likely outcome here is that he just goes down and gets the Thrash online for the next. This game has been so streaky. Ooh. There's only 30 seconds left.
Okay.
I don't see how he's able to convert.
He needed like a one shot. Imagine he gets that one shot, gets his ult, he detains the next planter. He also has his molly, he has a wingman. Like, dude, he could have cooked in that fucking 1-3. He just needed that one shot.
It's gone back, and then it went forth, and now it's going back again.
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen this ult used, but I will say the Omen ult here is insane. Like, it literally cannot be heard on an A hit. Obviously, like, ulting in this zone, very good. Ulting even, like, fucking over yellow and shit on B hits, or even, like, back here, probably insane.
But we'll see.
I can't wait to see how this guy uses this Omen ult.
Tomazee Thrash. Used to see if they can clear.
Wow, they just keep trying to disrespect, like, B long so early, and it's fucking them.
Look, timing could be brutal.
The early B.
Spots the head, Magnum. He's racing ahead, man. Doesn't want anything to do with this. Look at him.
Oh my god.
Straight into the floor, maybe anticipating a repeat, but no, he's backing it away. In the meantime,
yeah, speaking about repeats, Berlin in a player advantage situation.
Is what Magnum did to duck down right there even smart? Like, could he have gotten seen from ramp? I don't know. I know he couldn't have gotten seen from down here, but.
Res on Life of Shin is going to play for this one. Portion of the wall broken, but that's all good.
Yeah,
thankfully. All right, 4-4 again.
Thankfully, Alton wasn't watching that again.
There's only 45 seconds left.
Only Arena on A. A triple push B coming in, probably. No, they're not going to do it, actually.
I think quite scared of the prospect that Life could be just in a one and done, especially when he's playing Reyna.
Ooh. Oh. They did see him. They did see him. They got a ping. They got a ping. Got a ping. Did see.
Players approaching rapidly on the position. It's a double face as the orb goes down.
That's very risky considering you saw the guy belt. You know that there's going to be a lot of people on your screen.
Only 20 seconds left here. No real utility as far as I can see for FPX to deny this one. Magnum is really far behind and has missed the timing.
Yeah, he has, but he's going to be making a call at least for his team here. Over to Bison time. Really wide face by Narrate. Claiming it. He's feeling it, man. It's 4 in a round for him, and this time Kamicorda not messing around.
Yeah, Mark. Since it's in Madrid, we're on EMEA hours, so every day for till the 23rd.
Without exposing any part of their body.
8 a.m. 11. 8 a.m. is the first game PST.
Ended up making a mistake when they were up and it just opened the door for Narrate to take over.
The broadcast will start at 7:30 PST.
Narrate for Kamicorda. One of the North American.
Today I was like 15 late because, dude, I mentioned.
He's been looking unbelievably good, but certainly one of those players that
I won't
don't
be
know
late
quite how they're going to perform when it gets to the Masters stage. Are the nerves going to be there? And Berlin goes walkabouts again in this round.
They just expect it. It's happened so many times now.
I don't know. I don't think he's played aggressive over on this side.
I mean, basically a high
he's been using the smokes every round.
Yeah.
Just waiting for
the
aggression.
Yeah, and it's very, very similar to what Berlin did in the previous round to lose them that player advantage situation. FPX have got to be careful. They've clearly got what it takes to be able to bring the game to Karman Corp. But this is giving me flashbacks of the finals they played in VCT where they arguably should beat EDG and they let so many of those advantages slip through their fingers. Here comes Ayan with the play again.
This is so bold.
Flash out in his hands, still
He got a kill?
Maybe setting up
what?
For a bit of success, but no, everybody clean.
I actually can't believe Ayan got a kill.
Live and kicking with 3 of their players.
Winnable, actually.
So try and hunt out where is Life.
Double swing.
Yields up now, not letting anything slip. Thrash there, connects, detained. Humiliation time on the grand stage.
Look at that, teammate.
Kamicorda up to 12.
For our first knife kill of Masters Madrid. Do they really count when you've got the Thrash Etain on them? I think it is the disrespect.
Yeah, I think they shouldn't personally. Don't think we should be recording those in the stats, but...
Yeah, this is very well dealt with by KC. You can still see some moments where they're not quite anticipating what FPX are going to go for, but for the majority... For the majority, they have got this on lock. The anticipation of Berlin's push at the beginning of that round and the way they executed was immaculate. They're looking for that punish again.
Dizzy combined with Updraft Blade Storm.
It's not there.
Not gonna get it.
Yeah, this time playing a little safer, doubling up with Magnum as well.
Cool, Nano.
KC 1 round away, 5 chances of converting. Keep it clean.
Again, solo arena. Problem of having like no
To
senti.
the corner, that's Life, avoiding the initial flash cross from the ropes.
Great kill.
Accurate enough to win that fight
Life
now.
kind of owning on
Dismiss
this arena.
towards the back now, underneath rafters, plenty more players ready to try and fight him. Target rich environment.
Wow.
Take your pick, take your time, son.
Holy shit, bro! Oh my god, that must be one of the nastiest aces I've ever seen. That has to be. That has to be one of the craziest aces I've ever seen. Holy fuck. Chat, he just 1-on-5'd the #1 seed from EMEA's Icebox A exec as Arena. Like, that's fucking crazy. Like, he had the full util coming at him. Holy shit, that was insane. And it wasn't like lineup kills or anything. Jesus. That was a sick fucking round. Holy shit. That was incredible. The dismisses were so good.
Carmen Core, slow and steady. It's their approach to begin. They know how aggressively FPX are liking to play, and they do have both the duelist players. Dash still
Oh, good
available.
noise.
Dismiss there if Life gets a kill.
He's trying to bait for the arena.
Strategies, but
Trying to bait for Life. Oh my god, this kid is insane, bro. He's on fire, is right.
Barely a shred of Narade poking out.
Dude.
Still manages to catch the headshot.
What's he at right
One
now?
away from having a massive ultimate, and they're sneaking around.
25?
Goes for the reclear.
Oh! The trades need this last. Oh my god. Oh fuck. 2-on-2. Well, this lockdown's crazy. It's gonna give him so much space. Look where he put it. Wait, he's going in, dude. Why or no?
Granted the kill.
He had the
Berlin,
chance.
the IGL to 1v2.
Damn, Life did so much
All on the
here.
line to keep his team in the map. Paranoia available. Smokes still there. Wants to walk though. Doubled up and dominating the position. If he chooses to just peek ever so slightly into it, there was going to be a shorty ready and waiting. One more smoke used. Tap. Force them out into the open. No easy fights, no easy exits. That is Carmen Core sealing it up. Nice and pretty for map #1. 13-8.
Damn.
A bizarre
Life had a great map,
but
but
it had some great moments.
I think K-Corp showed some really good things here. I like their retakes. I like their overall ideas. I think FPX is definitely like one of those opponents from what I just saw that, and this is what I thought about them before, that they have a puncher's chance against anyone, right? Like the players on FPX are insanely skilled, and they make very high variance plays, like super high risk, super high reward. And sometimes those plays are going to go their way, and they're just going to snowball you, and you're just going to have no chance of winning. And then other times, they're going to be down to 0-7 because their dumb plays like don't really pan out all the time. Why are we stuck on the screen here? There we go. Let me get water. I'll be right back. What is this bop we're listening to right here? What is this? Oh yeah. Oh, new emotes? It does kind of look like Scooby. We do need some FPX emotes. Okay, Corp. Is there anything in here? Cinema. Kind of good. KF. Kind of sick, actually. I kind of like it. This music. I think we're good here. We're good here, yeah?
Hey guys, it's Jimmy Lin.
Fine, I'll do it.
Attack on Pearl. Watch out for the stairs.
Of course,
clear
you
this
guys want
angle.
that shit.
You're going to be able to fight this.
I'm gonna give it. Oh, there goes the VOD. VOD's over. We've lost the VOD because of Scooby-Doo. God damn it. It's all over.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Hot take, we do not need more lick emotes. Could be a very hot take in the chat. We'll see how that plays out for you.
Hey guys, Mega Fabs here, and I'm standing right now
Marco?
with Coach Eng of Karmine Corp. Congratulations on that first map, the first map win of Valorant Masters Madrid. Now, of course, we saw FPX had that near comeback. So how did the boys keep their calm and how were they able to close it out? Let us know what's going on behind the scenes.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't say anything, to be honest. I feel like we are ready, we prepared, and I don't know. People don't understand, but FPX pretty decent team. They're really strong aimers, and yeah, it just I expected that they gonna shoot hard and hit hard. So yeah, it's kind of. But about us, yeah, I didn't say anything, to be honest. It's just all like props to our teams and Ewan and Ahmed. They prepared them also. The mentally wise, that's yeah, we are ready. So I don't know. I'm just happy we won.
Full trust in the team, gotta love it. Let's hope that Karmine Corp can close it out in map 2.
Yeah, you guys might like that. I don't like what I just heard right there. You see, what I just heard out of Eng reminds me a lot of my college life. It reminds me of when I like went into exams and like there was that fucking kid in physics that just was like so confident. Like they just were so prepped for the exam, you know, like they weren't even like cramming, they weren't writing shit on their like 1 page of notes that they could have. They were just confident as fuck. Like they had done all the hard work for the last 3 weeks. Me, I'm fucking slamming through shit, trying to get as much shit in my brain in the last 5 minutes as possible.
When you only have that.
That's me in life in general. Eng is like so confident, bro.
For me, that second half was
I almost makes me want to just say K-Corp's gonna win the tournament.
Yeah, Mimi, let's take a look at round 8.
Like, dude, he's just like, I don't think I've ever been in that mental state on a team. I have never been on that mental state on a team where I'm like, I just feel like we're prepped across the board. Like, there's nothing else to do. Like, yeah, we're good. We're fine. Like, I've never felt that way, ever.
Where Magnum is.
Rotates, which you kind of need to when you have this initiator comp where you're trying to set up those combos. You leave gaps like this, and Magnum was just taking.
He's setting the curve out here, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And if you combine it with a narrate that was extremely explosive and just going in for the kills, he said that he wanted to pick when he got to Madrid. So
Wait, ADN, was it? Are you sure? Was it the game or was it the tournament? I thought he said if FPX win the tournament, he would do the name thing.
Swing everyone at this
Say it,
event.
Mimi, it's
And you
fine.
saw
Take the
I'm not
fine,
gonna
take the
say.
fine.
He did swing in this one. I think that when KC is willing to in the late rounds take a little bit of that risk
shit,
and let him go crazy when he's
Imagine how Bren felt when FPX won that second pistol, when they had won like 6 straight.
The final boss of the narrates.
I really like his Gecko.
I'm
honestly.
not a Gecko
Bro.
train yet, but I'm
It's
a big
so
fan of
hard
Gecko.
to play Gecko solo initiator.
Yes.
He does it so well.
Yeah, exactly. I think that he has a very good balance on how to support the team, how to go on those more aggressive plays, because he's the kind of player that
That's
can do
crazy.
it and will do it without
That's
shaking
crazy.
or having like a second.
It's crazy. It wouldn't be as crazy if like Bren's girlfriend, are they girlfriends? Are they engaged? I have no idea. If his girlfriend was like Chinese, but I'm pretty sure Bren's girlfriend's Korean.
Better name than Wingman.
Carnalito, yeah. It's not even the Spanish one. It's in Latin America. They call it a little boy Carnalito.
So there's a chance they have
I vote that we only call him that from now on.
I'm ready for it.
just a random Chinese name on their
But we
kid.
do have a narrate here, can you believe it, warming up in the AIM Lab shoot around. I need
Those
his
two are actually
sense, I
so
need
funny,
his
by the way.
Game sense, everything, you know the meme, how it goes, because he's able to perform EMEA on land.
I've never met Bren's girlfriend, but man, I love following their interactions on Twitter. They're so fucking funny.
It was actually he is what your ranked teammates want to be, in that he needed the right team, right?
Yeah.
He can probably.
Honestly, he needed Eng. I think
Yeah,
there's a lot of
Moo.
similarities between-
Bren said, I thought it was if FPX won the whole tournament. That Bren said that if FPX, I thought it won the whole tournament, he would name his firstborn child whatever the consensus was from like Chinese forums or something on like what they should name their child. So like just putting it in the hands of like random Chinese fans on the internet.
The IGLing of this team as well. Magnum played with Tech right at the very
I'm like, but apparently it was for this game and not the tournament. And that makes the stakes insanely high.
A lot of people had forgotten.
That's
that when it comes back in
outrageous.
With this KC roster, and it's
That's
absolutely
outrageous.
a pivotal part of this system they built. We saw some great adaptation and mid-rounding on that map, and I think you can accredit a lot of that to this guy Magnum.
Yeah, this is the thing. People don't. People forget that he was never IGL before. He only started IGLing on this team. I also love a moment we had EMEA where N called attack pause when they were like 11-1 up, and he did that a lot back in Gander. And we asked him, "You're 11 up. Why are you calling attack pause?" And he's like, "Look, I want us to close out the game, and I heard Magnum make a call, and it was just the wrong call. I had to step in and be like, Magnum, look, I appreciate what you're doing, but."
I forgot. I forgot Bren's last name was Hook. I'm like, bro, why is everyone saying Hook so much?
Lot over the kickoff period, and given the fact I don't think they called a single timeout, right? I don't think.
No, I mean that's what Eng was saying in the interview, right? He was
If
chilling.
he's
So
hearing the right thing,
Magnum must have been saying all of the right things.
Many people might think, yeah, after you lose so many rounds in a row, why didn't you call a tech pause? Eng is hearing everything, and if he feels that the right calls are being made, and to every problem, they're already thinking of how to fix it for the next round, you don't really need to call that tech pause. Do you think that your team is going
What
to
do we have
be
now,
a little
Lotus?
bit thrown off the game? You don't want to interfere too much. You think that first tech pause, attack pause was enough? Why do it again?
I think you also have to remember that those pauses also give your opponent a chance to talk to your coach. I think we've heard from like Mini before that sometimes he wouldn't call pauses because he trusts his IGL more than the opponent's IGL.
Talking about Fnatic, guys.
You were
Why
going
are
to say
you
you
doing
trust
this
the other
to me?
coach more. I thought you were going to say that.
No. But it is something to think about always, of like that trust in your IGL. Once you build it up, it means you can save those pauses for that perfect moment. And I mean, right now, I don't think that game ever fully got out of hand for KC. They started losing those 3-4 rounds in a row, but the last round they turn it back around, they fix it, and then go into the second half quite strong.
Yeah, and he didn't need to talk to his players, but his players were giving it on the server. Take a look at this. There's some trash talk from the last
Guys, some smiles in your face.
Oh,
So,
wow.
hey, play the game, play the game.
So it's just for
Tomasi, by the way, another youngster. If you remember seeing him last year in So, we had to do it. It was completely different, right? I think that the environment that they have created, how they're living everything on stage.
Tomasi over
No,
here.
so I watched some of the Carmen Core vlogs this
Did we
morning.
get
They're
some
excellent, by the way.
Mewin from Martin already? Not yet?
No.
It will be there.
I really thought we could go a long time without bringing that up here.
No.
I'm
I
kind
thought
of
better of
disappointed
you.
we haven't seen it yet.
I'm
Yeah.
disappointed in both of you, but what I'm not disappointed in is what I was saying with Tamezi being such a great emotional leader. But we're into
Hold
the
up.
Agent Select here already. Carmen Core, we saw them play the Fnatic comp and beat Fnatic. But for FPX, this is one of those maps
What
where
am
they
I
pull
doing
out the
wrong
chamber
here?
gun.
Yeah, exactly. Funny enough, even though KC has a very good record on this map, this has never been their choice. This is the first time that they actively choose this.
This is
as their
supposed to be like
battleground.
this,
It was always
but-
like either the third map or something that other teams picked up.
Yeah, that's
for them
right.
in
That's
the
right. That's
NBA.
right.
Even
Okay.
with that, I
So
think
this
this
is
map just
insane.
shows
What I wanted to show you guys earlier is like why this wall's so sick. So the way they were using it early was
also change when you have a chamber on the other side.
they would come over here. They would immediately like molly deep, so that way no one would like challenge this. They would one way right here, and then this guy would slime up, and there's this tiny crack right here, where if there's like a Dizzy or like a Sova dart or anything like that, Berlin can hide in this crack. Like if he feels threatened, they're gonna pop this wall. Also, if they feel the hit coming in, they're gonna have to run through the Viper wall and decay. The trades are gonna have to come through the one way. So like this is a really powerful setup that then let them do this later on. He could throw this one way and then play over here. And they were playing like this instead of using the standard wall over here, which is what I wanted to point out like early on. It's a really cool little combination right there.
Do a little bit more. There's smoke here. Haunts dealt with
Ooh.
taking care of TP back with a rendezvous, but well.
I swear again with the first stuff, man. I swear needs to
Bit of a
stop dying
strange decision,
first.
actually, because Life already had the exit with the rendezvous. Just looking to try to find a timing.
That B wall is now
It's a Magnum
worthless.
setup where the turret is going to take contact, and this Viper wall, previously used by teams like Loud on this map, going to allow KC a really nice C retake.
Nano on the man plant. They hear it. They're trying to break it. They hear it. Kind of neat. Oh, big D. Oh, you're dead.
Corner half clearance still. Autumn snaps it back around again. They want to really just take the fight in a battle straight to them.
Dude, that's insane.
Shin. So much to do. Double tap stacked up. They give him a freebie.
Are we getting silly here again? Are we throwing some more? A little more throws?
Almost impossible. He doesn't have very much information about where the others are positioned.
They're high load.
Life. The Sheriff just watching this smoke. Gonna put it down.
Yeah.
Nice.
Double setup
That's a
there.
good setup, actually.
Kind of cool. Quite ready to.
I like when I find stuff like this because honestly, this is what makes you a good player in both Valorant and CS. Is stuff like what we just saw, right? Where you see this peak that they've created, where imagine in this 1-on-2, this guy comes this way. Well, this guy would take contact and this guy would swing. Now imagine he comes this way. Well, now they're in like a double peak. And also when they're doing this, Omen's like double smoking too, so that helps a lot. But those little like setups like that, that's what makes good players. Like thinking about the game that way. So I like to point them out when possible.
Works well. It really does.
And you said as well earlier, Brenda, Carmen Core have got a lot of experience on Lotus. They feel
Good
very
teams
comfortable
create
there.
those setups in every site, in every key choke.
Against more meta compositions and relying on having
And they
great
actively
understanding
change
of
them
how those
consistently.
work, the timings those take, the utility that they throw. They had very good specific anti-strats in EMEA too. This FPX team does not play conventional.
I think they're just like hopping around. Hey, it's like, you know, sometimes we get champs in LA. This year we're gonna have it in Korea. This Masters in Madrid. Next one in Shanghai. Like, we're just going all over, bro. Sometimes the match times are gonna suck. Unfortunate. Okay.
Singing true, finding their marks, very wide face, but second shot of the Outlaws.
What skin was that?
That one down. So should be very clean and clinical round here for FPX. Second one now for them.
And it's also close to getting Ayoung's ult on.
Masters Boston would go crazy.
Berlin snipes it, steals it for his first ult point.
I want to go back to the place where fucking
Anyway, I suppose as we head into
E-League was.
It would have been nice to have it online. Still
Get some of those
possible, course.
oysters.
Ayoung might get it for post plant here. With something like an ult or pick up and a plant. Casey, the war machine, starts to rumble. Tomaji picks up the Odin.
One enemy remaining.
This team as well, Cameron Court. Warbang lineups. I mean, you're seeing FPX as well take a turn with it as well. Initially in the prime.
Right now there's 2 outlaw skins. There's Ego. Ooh. Wait, he's going out? Dude, you're crazy, Life. Gets dinked and he swings more?
He was dominating in the individual fights when it came to Icebox, so I can respect that level of confidence.
So they see the one way and they omen smoke. So that way they can basically threaten like they're going to go through it, right? This is one way, so their smoke clouds out like this, so that way they could come out from many different areas.
Double smokes, and Ayoung's Dizzy has had to be used twice already in the round just for mound control. So they're still 10 seconds away from using that in any kind of push into C.
Smokes as well. I mean, they jut out just far enough to really put the fear into FPX, wondering if there could be a player lurking and creeping. The door is going to be
Clear out
hit
front
there
B.
with a switch.
So they clear out front B.
Call is made.
They have the Viper holding.
Paranoia, Dizzy, everything offloaded all together. Shin is really in dire straits.
Entry
Needs some
here.
help from the rest of the team.
Oh man, this Omen's in trouble. Huge movement. What the fuck, Autumn? That was very well played by Autumn.
Want to toss away his life, wants to play for the full retake with the rest of his team now. Plants.
He really wanted to play on that corner.
I mean, if anyone was going to go down,
Oh, dude, I even pointed out it was like a goat plant. Look how they're trying to inch this, like.
hearing that in the moment.
Oh, wow, dude. Casey, steal this bonus back. Sick util. Oh my god, no shot. No shot, no util left.
Here's your time to shine, but Tomaji
Woo!
shuts
Woo!
that one down right quick. So bonus round conversion
Woo!
not there, but he made it a hell of an expensive round. I mean, listen, only one player surviving.
Yeah.
PC.
Damn, dude. Crazy. He's trying to satchel him to like aim punch him. Could have satcheled to like get distance on the peak. But then if he got distance on the peak, then he would have satcheled his teammate back. I'm cool with the satchels, to be honest. It's just the util was kind of like a slow bleed. It was too slow, you know? But the satchels were alright.
Bulldog and a judge to work with.
It was still a great bonus, yeah. 4
Martin
kills.
is playing judge
Big round here for
at the
K-Corp.
front of B to start
Where do we see this Odin?
FPX haven't been wandering close to B. But I wonder if they're
Odin
gonna
at
try to set
A. I
up
kind of
some
figured they'd
trap
move it
here.
to A. Alright. Super sketchy round. And if FPX can convert this round, guys, they're going to have a great half. It's a big round. You can see it, the Odin can definitely do a lot of work here. On the orb, into the door.
Allow Ayoung to get set up with the Thrash, push Magnum into uncomfortable positions, and get plants down on A. So this is, despite the fact there's a
So they
Killjoy
ping the
and
ground
an
here
Odin
because they know, like,
playing on
okay,
A side.
the only way this guy would be doing this is if there's an alarm bot here. Yeah.
Clearing out towards tree.
So Thrash goes in, clears out all the sight. They bring it back. So good round so far.
The plan down for Berlin.
But good God, if they fucked up in the next, like, 20
Plan
seconds.
doesn't allow you to play from stairs to really try
Can
and
they
spam up and down. It's
have
actually tucked to the
a
corner.
good post?
Heavy reliance on
Full
tree.
retake coming in. Omen blind gonna cut the sight.
See if that bites them here. Here's the initiation. The moves in with the judge, eventually shutting down that threat. Martin can't get anything done, but Carmine Core still there with a
Big
rifle.
fight.
Off to the side, Odom
That's
inside
it.
the smoke.
That's it. They did it. Wow.
Right.
Wow.
Last player left standing.
They might try to kill him.
There's one 1v2.
Someone's going to be
Second
calming that he's
missing, so
low,
wondering if
surely.
against another one could be played, but no. Now making the smarter
Nah,
decision
low.
here. So saving a rifle, running away with it. So FPX up to a third.
Actually, low-key like the idea not to fight him, even though he has 13 HP at this point, because he's one off of ult. But it is scary, because now he could, like, get a kill and, like, flip the round, like, immediately, you know? Or they could just get A control, and then you just snag the orb. I would imagine that FPX isn't going to allow him to get this A orb. Like, they're going to probably try to challenge A with the chamber again. Good counterblind. Wow. That was a great counterblind from Berlin.
The damage that they did on the bonus, capitalizing there.
Okay. Yeah, they send chamber out. They're going to have Viper break the haunt.
As well. Listen,
Chamber TP's back quick. No orb. No orb on Narrate.
I think the more rounds as well that FPX get and start accruing is that question you brought up earlier, you know. Karmine Corp, they've been playing against the Metacomps.
Oh, they're switching it up. They're switching it up.
Especially against a team that plays a little bit less standard.
KJ has moved from C to A.
We've seen them play. I mean, they don't shy away from a lot of individualistic plays.
They did that last round because they had a shit buy.
Touch to the corner. Will he be taken out? Yeah, and dealt with. Winning the showstopper there against the weaker buy.
Yeah, so expensive, but starting to build up to, you know, a Viper's Pit for the next as well. So the ult cycle is still not in a terrible situation, even though they felt it necessary to invest that. They're in a great spot to be able to close this one out too. The weaponry is not great on anyone other than Narrate.
Oh, Northern players down in double face. Autumn, 3 in a round, might be looking for another one. There it is, with the 4th. So
with the classic.
It's definitely worth pointing out that I have never seen a team do the orb that FPX is throwing. And I'll explain why they're throwing it real quick. So they're throwing it like here, which if you look at this wall, it's like on the wall. They're throwing it like on the wall, but they're not, it has nothing to do with the wall. They're actually throwing it so that way when the chamber goes out, instead of this, which they don't know if someone's coming rubble, there's this gap, right? And while it does kind of like slightly increase variance, like you can see that they want the info for sure if someone crosses this. They're double holding it with the Omen TPing out. And I haven't seen a team do that. Because this looks like a shit orb, but it's not when you have the right numbers. Ooh.
Has he got a glimmer of it there, perhaps?
Oh my god. Dude, life.
I don't think so.
Life used to be... Dude,
The
what the fuck?
Autumn close to B main.
Jesus.
Autumn is not quite clear.
Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god, Autumn's insane. Autumn's insane. He didn't even get hit, chat. He didn't even get hit.
Knowing that the boombot was cleared, he's expecting it. He's like, okay.
Wow, that was impressive.
Potential there, behind the box tucked. First kill for them, so 50 seconds now. Making the moves over towards the A site. Magnum is here, ready and waiting with the setup. That's the Nanostorm still. Paranoia goes wide. He's holding an off angle. This is really quite aggressive. And Autumn just offsets the movement ever so slightly enough. Flank around Shin. They weren't expecting that one with the TP, but he's only one man. What can he do? Paranoia glides TP in face. No way. No way. No way. Shin. That's monstrous. And Life, he's nowhere near. Sticking this one through. Where's the defuse, but not a clue. Still half on it. Life.
Oh my god, that would have been insane. Life is so good.
What a kill to end that.
That was insane. That was insane. Yeah, and he needs to take a timeout.
That was an enormous investment. I mean, the play that they went for there, Nightfall into the Omen ult. They had no idea that Shin was all the way back there. They had no audio cues. Paranoia, so they have no audio cue on this either. Shin was set up for success.
Oh, fuck.
Shut it down.
Zhang Hook, Chen Hook, Young Hook, Wu Hook.
I said at the beginning of the round, that was a pivotal one. Economy going to be
Song Wei Hook.
Instant timeout called.
Yeah, this is now serious danger. KC unveiling one of their big ideas for how to go for a retake there, or at least to put pressure onto FPX as they were going for the plant.
It wouldn't look bad. Honestly, like, these names kind of go crazy with Hook at the end.
Autumn is currently sat 12-3.
Why don't we have the same format for girls? Like, what the fuck? What just happened?
His
Oh,
awareness in that round to be
huh?
able to pick off Tamaji early on. In the previous round, to be able to catch Martin as he went for the double blast pack retake on A. Autumn has been playing wonderfully here.
Pride of OCE. Stepping up here.
Bren is gonna be having a firstborn with a Chinese name.
Look like within FPX because Autumn isn't super comfortable with only speaking Chinese inside the team, so they're having to do a lot in English too. Is it worth it? Well, if he plays like this, it is.
Yeah, it definitely is.
This
And
is
Life, who was at the top of the scoreboard on Reyna, is still 6-1, barely been punished. Only that one time where he overstayed his welcome slightly on A.
Double control given up. FPX happy to do so. Autumn also one away from his ult.
Yeah, and look at how that round is about to spiral the ult.
Damn, the showstoppers so far.
This ult cycle is getting monstrous.
See the Nano? They're gonna shoot it, come in, break this. Magnum needs the. Dude, this is. He got it. I think he got seized, right? How did he kill him so quick? Because the.
Toss away his life.
Did Nerrit use the seize? Because he killed him so quick.
Difficult though for Karmine Corp because they're going to come back into this against potentially big ultimates if Autumn or Lysor are able to get a pick. There are huge ults on the other side. It might have been a good idea to try to stack one of them, the plant.
Yeah, potentially, because Martin's now going to be coming back in. Nade rebounding, snake by ults, offloaded. Thomasy, what a shot, what a shot indeed! The players are toppling here.
Damn, nice shot.
Not Karmine Corp on display.
Damn, well played. Well fucking played. Good timeout by Aang. On the Thrifty, they have a great idea, great setup. It's not even like Aang took the timeout for the gun round, which probably I would do if I were the coach. I would honestly be using this as a throwaway round. But you can see right here, this is a very good setup, like across the board, even on an eco. And the way they used the util was so nice. This is a really good round. Okay. All right, they could come back in here.
The ult cycle is demonic right now for FPX.
Online.
They have literally everything, yeah.
Kiwi, thank you for the primer.
It's a rubble fight, not being contested early by FPX. They want nothing to do with it. KC not even really using too much util of their own. Stalemate.
Trap play here maybe over at you can see the Omen was close, ready to blind. They were gonna retake this. I honestly think this orb protects that retake a lot too. I don't think K-Corp can do their normal A retake, but yet they were postured like they could. Kind of scares me for a later instance of it, just letting you know.
In a very non-committed place, Magnum. One where he can just catch headshot sightlines.
A lot of work on the map right now. They got this Viper wall. They know the fades outside the site. Paranoia in. Life checking it out with TP.
Though at all, is it?
Yeah, it's just on the chamber in with TP.
All over the place here, but really there's not too much behind it.
This is really powerful right now for the chamber.
Okay, Prowler, peek.
Oh, dude. And then they immediately pounce on C.
Or lay it out on top of it, Magnum.
Yo, that was really sick.
Side control going to be.
This is an excellent round by FPX, dude. They look really good on Lotus, actually.
A little bit delayed here, but FPX are the ones that are coming out on top. Field feed.
Whoa, Berlin, chill, bro.
That's all they're seeing right now. Hunted.
Magnum.
Magnum. Lovely shot with the discipline. Shin.
Dude.
Setting the aim just enough. 1v2.
Why did it look so good before the plant, and then after the plant, everything just goes to shit?
He's worried about those aggressive timings that FPX like to take. Fear in his heart, causing this to be a retake. Sorry, a save. Meaning that KC are in a hole right now. In a whole lot of trouble.
How often after a pause do I feel like I can reverse engineer?
They feel incentivized to use their.
Like you mean the opposing coach?
That fight happening over towards the defender's side spawn. Actually, the big deaths happened in Waterfall.
Yeah.
Preemptively, or I'm losing.
Either happened over the top of or through a smoke, and obviously that first pick is massive. But yeah, just
That's a one-way?
as that smoke was about to bloom, it's a
What the
one-way
fuck?
actually
That's
from Berlin.
insane, dude.
That's so nice.
That's a sick one way for Lotus. That's a sick one way for the post. Wow, I've never seen that.
It is an attack-sided map from everything that we've seen, but FPX here are looking so much more successful than they did on Icebox.
One-ways exchanged, Berlin. Looks like he could be playing into a deeper angle, potentially even inside the one-way, but...
Posters against KC.
FPX previously, when they had Ayoung's ult online, did end A.
I like it
they
a lot.
expected it to only be one player there.
Obviously,
It
you'd be
was.
taking
It
the
was
side with
Magnum
that shit,
with Odin.
but
And now Ayang looking to make his way towards A again, but Berlin with the
in a
spike.
site that's hard to
on
hold,
B.
that one way is pretty
There's a
insane.
serious potential that this becomes an A fake with the Gecko ult into a B pivot. That's going to be challenging for KC to deal with.
I think it depends on the success of these A players. Berlin does have the ult tucked away to reposition to A if they are going to find a kill, but no. All broken.
Bro,
Right.
I am so impressed by FPX
Paranoia.
right now. The wall, the Omen blind cuts across B, the Omen TP's in for the plant. What the fuck? Bro, this is like a totally different team from Icebox.
No pit available on site.
Bren is literally going to have a Chinese name on his firstborn.
Close forwards here with a Thrash. They want to seek to try and fight this one. Really far back positions. Can they deal with it? Magnum!
Never mind,
Nails
we're
it with a
throwing.
detainment. There's two players there. They can't actually enter the fight, but really, they've done the damage here with the bodies. Nothing to break this lockdown whatsoever. Life was being pressured onto that position. Once more, detainments across the board. The rate sticking forwards here. Sees half on the board. Magnum really just seeking to delay. He's got his teammates back. Ayang forcing out the wingman. Horn drops down, rebounds.
Oh,
half on
shit.
it. Really needs to swing wide. Magnum needs to shut it down. Not even necessary.
Holy shit, dude.
It's
What a
Carter Cole,
retake.
the winner that
What a
round.
retake.
Salves that third one.
That was an amazing retake. Breaking the dizzy, breaking all that shit. Holy
The
fuck.
ideas actually from both teams. Sure, we didn't see the pit on the site, but we did see them save that Thrash for a post-plant situation to try to challenge the lockdown. Unfortunately, the fights just simply didn't go their way. Magnum being
Damn.
able to pick up both of them in that situation.
I swear, like, FPX's coach was probably like, man, our fucking takes are so sick. Like, it's probably like created, all right, what are the steps here? 1, create team. 2, go over defaults. 3, go over setups. And like the last thing on the list was like post plans, so they just never got to it. They just never got to post plans. Like, what is this? Oh, what?
Finishing them up.
One enemy remaining.
Strenuous.
Bro, this is so silly.
Berlin.
He doesn't have the spike.
No, he was hoping
Oh,
to
he was-
CP himself out of there. Doesn't win the fight out. So, real rapid one. Round 10.
But now FPX rifles back on board. And this is where the ult cycle has declined a little bit here for the attack side team. But they haven't really been able to find use out of this pit. It's been the one big ultimate, actually, that they haven't used at any point. They're going to take a
Taking it.
timeout here. Discuss
I was watching where the Viper goes right now to see what kind of pit we're getting. Might be doing like some kind of orb lineup for C actually right there.
a little too passively. For the rest of it, they've been up.
I didn't see what ults they had. Let me see.
Forcing the duels, utilizing nice pieces of utility like the one-way on C, the Thrash
They
to
have
push the lockdown
Omen
over
ult
towards B as
and
well.
pit.
Really proactive
Far
calls
off of the
being made by
others.
An FPX team that, honestly, I thought were going to be riddled with these communication issues, you know, having to really translate twice, you know, Berlin having to talk and describe these game plans throughout. It led to the
I
macro
think
game.
if I'm FPX right now, I'm saying like, dude, we've been kind of taking A every round. Even on that eco, we took A. We're taking Mound every round. We're taking whatever the fuck we want, to be honest. If I'm their coach, I'm saying we're doing fucking great. Like, we are doing great. We're taking Mound control. We're getting front B control. We're getting A control whenever we want. We're reading the game at a high level. Our post plants are way too active. Like, way too active. But what they could do at this point in the series is they could fake that aggression in the post, and KC would bite so hard. They would bite so hard. They would waste so much util. Like, hypothetically, if this were to be a C hit, and they were to like one-way this and Omen blind this, but not even push spawn, just play Mound, I guarantee you K-Corp would use like 3 pieces of util to clear aggressive. and then it would be a very hard retake. They're at that point in the game. Fake TP out. So they put the pressure of like having taken rubble. You can see this Omen is ready to probably blind along this line on contact.
Any for the rubble fight at the beginning of the round. They're not worried about that area of the map. KC have maintained control of it at the start.
So yeah, they got their mount control, like I said. They got their B control, like I said. They're going for their A control. Like, this has been a great half, and I'm glad they didn't change their pace here. I don't even know if I agreed with the timeout, but their comms could have been very hectic. Here's this reclear. Does it work with the orb, chat? Shin is the player you need to watch.
Really actually catching on to a few of these players there.
Oh, they broke it.
Backing away. Meanwhile, out through B, that's a trade from
Oh, that's a really big one. The pit's still online here. Okay, they got the pit in a potential post. Big fight. Oh my god, why is he doing? Oh, okay. That's insane. That's insane. He's taking that fight. Like, that's ridiculous. That's the type of shit where, like, we would be fucking torching him if he died there. We would be crucifying Ayung if he died in that fight. In the 3-on-2, when the pit is coming into the door and he has Dizzy, like, he does not need to be making that play. But he got the kill and he literally locked the round out because of it. But that's the type of shit where, like, that's what I was saying on Icebox. Like, sometimes they're going to win this. Sometimes they're going to lose them. It seems like one of those games where they're winning more than they're losing those.
That is wrong, and it bites them in the ass.
Oh, wait, we got an ass on the bro. Okay. Okay.
The money is just absolute bargain bin purchases for Karma Court. Working with scraps for the final round of the first half. It's led to them to make the decision, really, to just give up C. I mean, they went aggressive towards B main early, hoping that they could maybe get favored fight, taking it with the numbers that they've got, but for now, space given and granted.
I really do think this orb has thrown K-Corp off a lot. It's clearly affected a lot of these A setups. Can someone in chat who's been up to date with all of the regions let me know if anyone else has used this orb? I've never seen it.
Pulls out that trap play setup, this wall tucked
Ooh, a deep link smoke.
Maybe he could do something about it.
Right here.
Forward sound cues missing, taken away. Plan still online for it. No, he's just spotted. Everybody watching towards the wall, but that is a nasty shot by Tomazy.
Good start here to retake by K-Corp.
Actually, might just be through the smoke here.
Tap.
Sound cues live. He's really just going to rely on his aim. Smoke.
Hard hold here. This is okay. This is actually a fire fucking flank.
From the side, Tomazy sticking half already. Has to get off of it. Has to get the kills, but not expecting it.
They did. They got 8, man. 8 is insane. 8's good. 8's real good.
Very nice ending there from FPX. Good way of adding extra layers into that, and a very competent attack side.
8's real good.
On a map where KC have been very dominant in EMEA. It's an attack-sided map in general, so don't count out the European squad from being able to make a comeback happen. But the pressure is now firmly on them.
Wait, that's not it. Ah, that's what I'm looking for.
Thank you very much, guys. It is a great half and a nice start from FPX here. But let's take a look at a Verizon high-speed moment of the match, because this one goes to Shin. And what a play this was, Mimi.
Yeah, it was impressive, right? But this round started off so good for FPX. They got a huge advantage. And then Shin, I mean, just incredible instincts to get behind instantly on this TP and almost win it. But he did lose the round in the end. And that's the story of this half. It is FPX up 8-4. And for me, this was a very different FPX from map 1. It wasn't defined by
Hi everyone,
life
today's
going
hot
crazy, but
word
he's
is
super aggressive,
加油,
pushes
and
it
it
in
literally
the late
means
round. It
add
was
oil.
instead them
And
playing
no,
really
we're
good fundamentals.
Not talking about adding some gas to your
What's with the audio? It's hurting
This
me.
is what Chinese people say when they want to give you some encouragement. Kind of like saying, you can do it.
You're here at a sporting
I
event.
think they outmentaled the plan that K-Corp originally had for this map. If we look at
What are we looking at? What are we looking?
from the attack, it differs
But
completely
for
from
now,
what we saw in
再见.
EMEA. We were talking about the Odin going crazy on that. It doesn't hold a lot of value if that
I just
position
wanted
is not
Jayo.
going to be held by them.
I don't know why Why are people?
We're highlighting it's a lot harder to defend on.
Where's my
even
audio
with
coming?
FPX having this lead, and I think on this defensive side as well, this is where we really get
Yo,
to
this guy's
see what
fucked
this
my
team
audio,
is made
actually,
of. They have to
so-
be on top of these rotations because Karmine Corp is the team who's really good at selling these little fakes, at playing into the right site in the mid round, and then having super strong post plants.
Yeah, it is a healthy lead, but a pistol could change everything as we head back into the second half. With your casters, it's Brennan Saito.
So for Karmine Corp, I mean, backs against the wall with this one. Hefty lead for FPX. Look to keep it going with the pistol.
Look at this pistol round buy. It's really interesting, actually. We've got 3 players with Sheriffs online. Shin on attack side Omen has bought 1 smoke and a teleport. So he's clearly planning to get value out of that as part of their pistol strategy. But if they're going to end B here,
One
that
way.
means that they're only going to have
Dude,
1
Magnum.
smoke. They're going to fight Heaven aggressive with the Viper Wall.
Yeah, they got it.
Disrupt this one,
Big
FPX.
fight in heaven.
Cracked open the wall out towards
Weird
C.
wall here.
Face this one, but they've gone deep into heaven. Karmine Corp. There's the second protocol, just leaping.
Sick play. That was a really cool play. The jumping classic with the swinging frenzy.
Into link now. Paranoia. Sent flying. Corners cleared. Making sure they're there with the diligence.
Oh,
Nade
man.
rebounding, but Magnum holding down the ground. Forwards. Is the approach, but again,
Love
there's
this
nothing to
pistol out of
deal with this
K-Corp.
guy. He's just rattling off shots. Left, right, and center, straight from main. Finally smoked off. Berlin diffusing. Half, sticking, hello, gets off of it, but now damage is done. Snakebite tap, they've got to realize this now, surely, with the time
Ooh.
cues, but they all collapse
They're
in
pretty low.
time. Karmine Corp,
Oof.
the pistol round win.
Oof.
I thought there was a little bit of danger there. Turns out,
Oof.
Tomaji, he had his orb and a snakebite on the plan. So not too much danger. Berlin was maxed out at only being able to...
This was really cool. It's a well-designed pistol by K-Corp, right? Like, it's so designed. Like, the Killjoy has this Sheriff because Killjoy's util clearly isn't important here. This Viper wall is by design. The Frenzy Classic double swing by design. Like, everything is designed by this guy in this round.
A lot of util going to be expended here by KC.
Boombot to clear out the box. It's all so fast. They're clearing out everything so fast.
Yes, they don't have the weapons, but they do have the util, and look at that, Dizzy.
Oh my god,
connection.
what the
Which
fuck?
way is the
Everyone's
flank
jizzed
gonna
on.
go? Noya blinded up, FBX! Could have gone in any direction, but eventually...
Oh, the triple trades come in.
Yeah, after that initial
Jesus.
wave of utility, got the first 2 kills for FBX. They just couldn't quite hold on. As soon as the KC players could see, they shot back.
Player standing.
And Life tries to make the play there, shut down. All down to Berlin. We've seen some outrageous situations from Berlin so far in this series. He's managed to pick up a Bulldog. But I think this would just be a little too
I think if he can get one
need a
kill,
freebie.
it would be massive. Or do like a lot of damage to these shields. That would be big too. Like a lot of damage to Magnum shields would be good.
Just jiggling the corner out towards Link. Berlin making sure to clear everything before he starts the approach now. 1 smoke, 2 smokes. Freshly rejuvenated.
He's found a timing past Magnum, but he's set up a crossfire.
think
This
Magnum
triple
saw
setup
him
is so
somehow.
strong.
You just don't win it. There's too much to account for. Too much to
Well,
account for. So,
he did damage to the shields here, so that's a
play
rebuy.
surviving here for Karmine Corp.
That was the one thing that I said I think would be nice here.
Carry into the bonus.
Seriously.
The Bermuda Triangle post-plant setup, you ain't getting out of that
No,
one.
you can't do it. Can't do it.
So
Wall
yeah, this is
lineup.
going to be
We're lining up
fairly
our wall.
confident bonus round, but not the most that we've seen. There was a little bit of damage there. Also, something to keep in mind: Autumn was 12-3 to begin this map.
He wants it
So,
touching this. He
you
wants
look
this
where he is on the
gap.
scoreboard right now. He
The
hasn't
Omen's
given
going to
too
TP
much
into
since
this
that
gap,
absolutely
chat.
electric
The
beginning.
Omen's TPing in the gap. That's why they want
For
this
FPX to
specific
be able to
wall.
close this out and take their second map ever at a global event,
Oh,
you're gonna
Ray's
need big
Ray's going
players
up.
like Autumn or Life
Huh.
to really make sure that they can
Tricky,
close
tricky.
this one out.
I think they have a tiny gap right here.
Berlin
I'll have to
doing most of the
look.
Odin spam.
I think they give the Rays a
So,
tiny
Fuse
gap
just to
along the
set shit
wall,
up
maybe.
to a forward position.
Maybe the Rays can see over like the fringe of the wall.
Early on here, I mean, talking a minute 20. Now, Karmine Corp could look to try and go all the way back over towards A.
Ooh, fuck. You gotta be careful, Berlin. You gotta be fucking careful here, bruh.
He's gonna get
Bruh!
the
Bruh! What the fuck are we doing?
Oh, I can feel it, the danger zone.
No way, man. That's the Odin we just... Dude, what are we doing?
Wide into the open. Lysor, he's found his straggler up onto the opposite side of the map, but really the damage is done. Life has to make a go of it. Wall fades, no one accounting for it. Spike dropped down, he's brought this into a 2
What would this team do without this guy?
Definite chances here for him.
Serious opportunity for FPX to be able to recover this. Oh, that's a ton of damage onto Life, though. The Odin spam perfect, but he might have distracted for Lysor to find a timing.
Oh, there's that Odin. That's insane, bro. What the fuck was Berlin thinking this round, bro?
How do you cut up these angles? How do you find the right fights? How do you isolate them? He's not even clearing Shin. Up there, and there was a player ready to swing. Him and Tomazi.
Unacceptable death.
Duo.
Should have been more dangerous than that, actually, for Kamikor. Shin somehow manages to make that one look easy by pushing with an Odin into heaven. But it's the player on the other side. It's
That's
Shin's
insane.
opposite, Berlin, who just threw the round away so early on. This is an anti-bonus. You have an economy advantage to clear the round out. And he just wanders out through the rotating door. It's the kind of play that you should never be going for. And I think he just got completely lost with what was occurring there. Didn't think that KC were committed to rub.
It's the type of fucking round that just gives us some fucking boring ass child's name like John Hook or fucking Sally Hook. It's fucking, god damn it, bro.
A little bit. Certainly has.
It's over. It's over. It's over.
Whatever you want to call it.
It's over. We just get a fucking boring name.
And they over-rotate immediately.
No
So
fun.
they have the stack. They're trying to force Kamikor right into them. They're going to get their way planted. Martin can't see.
Oh my god!
Work at him.
Hit him with the sh movement.
Driving by. One player left standing. It's Autumn. Feels his position. Earns a kill because of it.
Spike planted.
Really should not be any more danger in this.
That was fucking sick
With the
movement.
stack dodged. KC should be able to rely on their discipline to get through this one. No problem. The time's an issue.
This guy has to break so much shit, man.
Stuffed into a corner. Has no idea that these two players are so close.
He's getting bullied. Lunch money taken here. The high-low setup. Very little chance and opportunity. And so 8-8.
And not only
Super
8-8,
well played.
but Kamikor now actually favored, in my opinion, because I talked about it on the attack side for FPX. The ult cycle is just monstrous. Look at what they're starting to get up to. Nightfall, Lockdown, available. Those are going to start to build up. The Pit and the Showstopper. This composition has so many tools to
I don't
be able
know
to
why.
chain stuff together on the attack side.
When people spam YouTube, it doesn't all come into my
Might be a little too late
chat.
for FPX. They had their opportunities early on in this half to make it dangerous for KC.
So it takes you like someone to tell me.
Round 16, getting that stack that you called out too.
Like I only see like a couple of these M's, and then when you said that, I was like, "What's going on over
If you
there?"
just look at things, all things being even, an attack side map where KC is starting to
I don't
get
know
big
why it does
ults
that.
online. With the quality of this team, FPX should be in the squeeze right now. So they are going to need somebody to step up.
That's why the timeout's called. Honestly, maybe just reining Berlin in a little bit might help. But it hasn't been costing them too much. Just that one round that just sticks out in my mind, of course, when he donates.
Also, like I have a lot of difficulty like moderating Twitch, and maybe like someone can help me here. So, for example, like right here, when I came over here and I saw all the M's, like when I actually came into the chat, I was like, bro, why are there so many fucking M's? Like, what is this guy doing with his life? I click this. Is this how I moderate here? Like, bro, like, where are my moderation commands? Like, what? Where's like the ability to just ban someone? I don't know how to moderate on YouTube, truthfully. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Europe players. It's a very risk-positive play style that FPX have. But they can bite.
Twitch moderation is actually way better, like surprisingly, for live streams. So
You can't just sit back and allow KC's ults to come at you.
it's actually surprising. I didn't think it would be that way.
Plenty of util used to try and clear out towards the C site. Shin's ult just being offloaded here.
Good Omen ult in, really just to clear it all out.
Pressure on anybody who might
Get
be
that ground for
entering into the
free.
site. They would have been deafened. Shin might have been able to get huge value
Yeah,
out of an ultimate.
I actually really like it.
but they're not overstepping
Magnum
themselves,
ult
overreaching.
in the
FPX
post.
are now going to be in a retake with life.
Very difficult
no
retake.
ults to work with.
Very, very difficult retake.
Precise time
Good time.
to be used here. Ults, util, paranoia, but it really doesn't do enough damage to clear this one out. So
They're gonna wait, bro.
FPX
Gonna be
forced to
so
run away,
little
clear out
time.
between their legs.
Yeah, the mosh, the nade, none of it finding value.
They wasted so much util. I don't know what they're doing.
Here comes the approach. Satchel's in, Dizzy's there, but Wingman follows it up, stunned up. Well, Cosmetic.
Wait,
FPX still.
they don't always hear though.
Now, Shin, last one
No
left.
way.
Having a defuse. They're watching for it. They knew he was there. Barely enough with the time.
And what
Ah,
a
dude.
retake from FPX.
Sick retake.
They hit the commit button and they
Yep.
won all of the aim duels. And they'd already
Sick. Very sick. I just want to give credit to iYoung for using Wingman not to defuse and use him to clear right there because, and the one way on that box, fucking obviously just so pivotal. If I had to like pick two pieces of util, it's the one way on the box and using Wingman to just go out like that. Holy fuck, that was
that
clean.
was a round that KC were expected to win.
They
and
keep
did
the
not.
lead.
Big ultimates used too. It's broken their ult cycle.
What a time to do it for FPX. Same opening for Carmine Court.
They smoked the orb
C now.
to get it. Oh fuck.
Wow, okay, just spamming straight through. That's one way to clear the pit.
Dude.
If he didn't get it, at least my team with a showstopper might have.
That's a crazy take.
And I say
Just-
broken the ult cycle, but Martin being able to enter the showstopper and Tamashi.
What is this pit?
Get the pit online as
Bro,
well.
look at this
They're fighting
pit!
Tooth and nail for this.
Holy
Making sure that they
shit,
don't
this
get
pit
pushed
is
into an
insane.
uncomfortable spot.
Real.
You can't retake from waterfall. And he can stay out of the sight?
Pit blocking off all the avenues out towards waterfall. Thrash.
This is a nutty fucking Viper's pit, dude.
A lot of util being used to try and push them back, but look at how difficult this
Look
is.
at what they have to do.
One section of the ult
Oh, he
attained.
got one.
Catch, I believe the one clearing through. Need the guns at least with the fight. It's Magnum. He's
Dude.
dominating that one angle. Looks to really just step towards them now when he spots the final few players. And Berlin.
This was a fucking amazing round. This was a fucking amazing round. They even Omen smoked on the orb to get it, like off rip. What the fuck? That was crazy. They Omen smoked the sea orb.
Nine with all of the.
Why is it so fucked? Why, dude? What? So the Omen smoke the orb just to like snag it hella quick. I don't think I've seen a team do that.
To the C hit.
It's the same hit over and over again. The deep smoke that Shin places down. Everybody plays inside of it to dodge any attempt of a flash repeat.
And this feels like they're just punishing the lack of the killjoy on the other side.
Yeah.
They're not worried about running into life.
They're scrimming, man. Practicing
Yeah.
the C execs.
Very much so.
Autumn does have his ult. Needs to stay alive though. If he wants to use it in this, any chance.
It's a
of
cool
impact
TP per chamber.
from the rate. With the spike, they are trying to force out at least some util, maybe the ult out of them. Now sticking and committing into it. Round setup. Backing them away with the rifles here. Carmine Core. It is quite passive position, just giving up basically the back section of the site.
K-Corp's first lead right here,
Does
yeah?
Autumn choose to ult. Down
Crazy
4v5.
Would be a crazy one. That's essentially a solo swing there from Lysol. Not really set up for it. Life onto the flank. Lambot notifying a team of his position. There's not too many more pieces left
All
for
right,
FPX to do anything
K-Corp's
about
first lead at 10-9.
And these last two rounds have been just what the doctor ordered for KC. It
Man,
was looking on a nice.
I think you might be right there, Mark. It's been over since that Berlin play right here, round 15 on that bonus. That bonus play going through that A door. I mean, they've made a lot of silly plays, but I think in that moment on the bonus, like that might actually take it. Like that is a huge momentum swing.
They have double faces in case anybody's playing aggressive. They can use Fade utility there as well. Prowler when they get in. It's all.
They need value out of this ult right here from Autumn.
See,
Again.
Martin's inside of it instantly. They can swing out.
So they basically know, like, if you break this haunt, you're going to be out in the open, and you're going to know the Raze is in there, and the Raze is going to swing. If you don't break the haunt's going to detect you, and the Raze is going to kill you inside the smoke. So, like, that's what they're doing there. That's a fucking sick take of Mount.
Safety, at least for some of the players.
Oh, perfect nano. Oh, perfect. Wait, hit all of them.
All of this chaos, Berlin, man, he was setting up another
Wow.
one. Smoke, still with the rifle traded.
TP's away, puts his trip down. Honestly, pretty decent hold, all things considered. That's a win. That's a win. They got a lot out of them. And huge time
The more
stall.
the time ticks, the more Autumn's ultimate becomes a game changer. You do not want to get in a situation where you're trying to exec with only 25 seconds left and there's a showstopper on the other side. KC hoping that any stack over towards C would have been dismantled at this point because of all of that rubble pressure.
Oh man, they're opening door. They're putting pressure B, but it's actually a C hit. Oh, they're moving. They're moving. Oh.
He's popped off the old high-low setup. Not expecting it. The rate's already there. Dizzy avoided, but no, just catching onto him. 15 seconds left. Has to deal with this player. He's got the spike in his hands. No teammates. Nowhere near at all. He's got to try and force this fight out. The Ray wins it.
Nary won that.
He's going to get this plant down. And it's being covered. Surely no spam. He does. An extension into the round.
Monstrous from the Ray. He's 22-11 in the map so far and trying to win this round almost on his own, waiting for the cavalry to arrive.
Horn spotting it. Avoiding it. The bullets hailing down.
Oh, bro. What a round from there.
Can't be stopped, man.
Yo.
Disgusting.
Our fucking tier 2 is EMEA's best player. Nary's the GOAT. Holy. Nah, he's actually insane, though. I was actually fucking hyping up Nary when he was in NA. This kid's actually fucking goated.
Why, when you look at this guy's talent, so many duels here that weren't favored.
Nah.
Where it looked like an FPX player had caught him.
He's actually fucking incredible.
Marshall, can you look at me for a second? Oh my.
His name is Marshall.
Happy about that one.
Karmikor setting the sights over towards A.
And the push out C from FPX, they knew they had to change something up. And now Magnum's got the read on it. All right, so they were aggressive on C. Let's try and push it into A fast.
What? Spam through, catch onto Berlin. Didn't stand a chance there.
It's like all those breaks that were going FPX's way, guys. It's like the seesaw just fucking. We were over here, and now the seesaw is just like we're going completely the other way. Like we're down this way now. Like, bro, all of the fights feel like they're going K-Corp's way now.
Two of them,
it's
but not enough to withstand the pressure.
completely flipped.
From life, he's the last one left. Hold up, rotations, players. It's a timing game. It's a timing game. Shin's seen the barrel. He's seen the barrel, and he takes care of him. 12 rounds.
Like every
now
timing.
Karmikor, one step closer.
Dude, I feel like I scratched my nose just now and I whipped my hand up.
An 8-4 half. And as soon as KC got onto the attack side, navigating danger, putting together some excellent rounds. Chaining ults.
Oh, you just shot where the Prowler went.
Reacting correctly.
Damn, bro. That's nasty.
Yeah, we thought that this would be one of the least even matchups on paper. FPX came into this one hoping to be able to get at least a map, maybe a match win. Show the global stage that they're capable
dude,
of
this take
so
is so
much more than they've done
cool.
in the past.
This take is so cool, and they're switching the haunt
Another 1
location.
round away from getting knocked into the bottom portion of our
That is
stage.
so cool.
Face your fear.
9-4, suspended once more. Prowler connecting, Magnum holding, watching.
Ooh. Wait, he got
is that
two.
by Autumn?
Those are amazing.
Hell of a time to come alive. His team definitely needed it, and the kills are just being collapsed upon.
His ult. He's gonna go A.
Picks up the spike, repositions now.
Oh,
Berlin
he's aware.
might be one step
Berlin's
ahead.
aware.
He's running his way back over towards A, anticipating this
Berlin? One more throw for the boys, Berlin? For the boys. One more throw for the boys. Come on,
Close the
Berlin.
case entirely. 1v2. Ayang has the ult. A lot of util. Shin reveals his position. Thrash. No bunny hops online. Wide swing and face there. Paranoia repositions out wide to the side. Shot connects. Snaps to it. Shin will not find it.
NT Shin.
Alive for
NT.
now in the map. Zhang is the one to do it.
What a recovery in that round for FPX to find 4 kills off the back of Guardian.
4 Guardian kills.
2 players, the 2 star players, Autumn and Light, just being able to pop. Those initial kills though, Autumn, again, I keep wanting to mention, he was 12-3 at the beginning of this map. He's still only got 17 kills. If he can wake up FPX,
I'd imagine K-Corp have all the money in the world right now.
the big heavy hitting firepower from FPX has got to come online now when they need it most. Otherwise, KC
They got buys for the rest of the game.
are going to win this
No
series.
ults on KC. No ults anywhere.
A bit of aggression on the defensive side here from
fuck.
Life. Horns dealt with.
Oh,
Smoke
here we
forward,
go,
so many
chat.
positions to look for
Look
here.
at the layers. Look at the layers. Damn, that's clean. Damn, that's clean. But honestly, huge win to get all that util out with just a chamber. Huge win.
There was a nanoswarm at his feet, but now there's a snake bite to try and respond, and a flood defense by FPX is caught. Dizzy missing wide, facing.
I saw a 2 though. No, that's a bad fight. Not the fight you want right there.
To the entirety of this series, but a spike has been dropped into the middle of nowhere.
That's the big problem now.
Weird.
Extraction is the name of the game. KC, Magnum's trying to cause some chaos, see if he
They
can pull
know.
people away
Oh,
from the
bro.
C-side, threaten some kind of wild lurk, but would
They're
they
fast.
really push through Waterfall here to retrieve the spike? Or is it all a fake?
Subterfuge being thrown into the mix. There's a Haunt to clear the way, but Berlin is back up onto the space, into the angle, an essential kill, but it goes missing. And now Waterfall control is theirs. Autumn is there with a crosshair placement. And White now have to deal with these players. Carmine Core! It's all down to 1v1. And this is it. Again, continuation of the series, or will it be that slam at Dunk? Thomasy wraps it around, 20 seconds left. Spike still not retrieved. Thomasy!
Damn.
He finishes
Clean,
the job.
clean.
On their feet before you know it.
Clean by K-Corp.
2 were wrapped to the series for Carmine Core in their opening
FPX were shooting.
match of Madrid.
They might have made some bonehead plays, but they're shooters.
That's a great way to get the nerves settled early and showcase that you can do it on the biggest stage, the Global Masters stage. These players with such small amounts of experience, but such a great system behind them, and passionate fans that are hoping they can go so much further. FPX certainly pushed them, but no map win for the Chinese squad, who still only have 1 so far in these 3 global showings. They'll have more chances. This Swiss system gives them future opportunities as well, though they have no idea who they'll be facing next. You could say that about both of these teams, though, because to be honest, when you look at the other matches that you've got coming up, it is difficult to predict who the favorites are. And just to revisit that topic, Brent, we were saying at the start this should have been on paper one of the most one-sided matches you could get, and yet we had a 13-8 where things looked very close. We had it wrapped up at 7-7, and then a 13-10 on KC's map pick. Parity may well be the key word here at Madrid.
FPX definitely bringing it and testing at Carmine Core, but they come out strong. It's a 2-0 actually in terms of that map scoreline as well. And like you said, I mean, a series of unknowns leading into it. They don't know who their next opponent is going to be. It's up in the air. They're going to be paying close attention to these upcoming matches, including the one that we got coming up even next. That man is going to be a certified banger, man. I mean, Gen.G versus Loud, who knows which direction that
It's Fred's girlfriend. Fred's girlfriend. Casey, guys.
The games that are happening, they're a team that loves to prep, loves to practice. They were talking about the fact that it's been difficult to get that level of practice under their belts here, so that's a great start to the tournament.
Absolutely. Well, that's us finished. We'll send it down to the analyst desk to break it all down so far.
Thank you very much, guys. I'm joined by Mimi once again. What a fantastic win and start for it is for K-Corp, of course. For majority of these players, Mimi, they've never even played on a global stage before, and they just 2-0'd FPX.
Yeah, I mean, even like in EMEA, there's a lot of the big matches they were playing. That finals against Heretics was online because the player wasn't there. For them, this match, I think, meant a ton to really get acquainted to that stage, to a bigger crowd, to a new environment. It's a lot of new stuff for these players, and honestly, I think they came out swinging. People can critique that it wasn't the stomp a lot of people predicted.
Texture's
but I think that was
insane.
people underrating FPX, like Eng said in that first halftime interview. This team, shooters, they'll catch you.
That is an interesting point. So, like,
Just enough if you're one of those top squads.
I'm actually kind of curious how you guys in chat are going to lean here in this game. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if chat was like loud pilled, but I also wouldn't be surprised if chat was heavy Gen G.
Watching the games, you were telling me Narei MVP of the tournament already, early shout.
I'm kind of feeling it. I mean, reactionary Randall, but this guy just came out and absolutely impressed. The second half especially, I think they had a great
Narrate.
They realized there's not a lot of soul in this comp. They just kept
I had to check, like,
narrate.
All these fucking Europeans are like throwing me off with the narrates and shit. Like, I'm like, have I been saying it wrong my whole life? Because no one said it how I say it. And I had to check real quick. I'm fucking going crazy, man. Like, there we go. Finally.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Damn, dude. That felt good. That's insane, bro. Their fan base. Dude.
Okay. Let's try, okay?
Yeah. Buy the KC bundle.
Thank you very much, guys. I mean, the crowd has been amazing, so thank you very much. Now, back into the interview and the actual questions. First of all,
It's going to be sick. If they make a run, it's going to be insane.
This team has been different from everything that you've seen in EMEA. How
What is this?
has it been different to, adapt into a Chinese team?
Well, obviously we have, like same thing with every team in this competition. We have a lot of info on them, so it's not really any different from any other team we played. I would say that they're really good at like making really good individual plays. Just absolutely, if you make any mistake, they will punish the fuck out of you. And
Let's go.
Like, it's really hard, to be honest. Like, we can play perfectly, but if some guy just finds a perfect timing, he's gonna kill all of us.
Okay, le he preguntado qué tal ha sido, ¿no? Prepararse para todo esto, para equipos diferentes a los
That's
que
a
está
good way to put
acostumbrado en EMEA, y me ha dicho que la verdad tienen mucha información.
That's a good way to put it without
la
talking
preparación
shit.
es básicamente la misma, la información está
I'm
ahí,
surprised.
sienten que FPX les ha
I thought it would be
castigado
like
bastante, ¿no? En cada error
a
que
little
podían
bit
cometer,
wild.
ahí estaban ellos para poner la bala. Of course, you had a brilliant performance, let's call it like that. How do you think this is going to translate into the rest of the tournament? Because of course, you guys are the least experienced in some senses. Do you think that gives you that underdog power?
This was awesome.
I mean, to be honest, we don't really see ourselves as underdogs or overdogs. We're just a team that we're gonna try to play every team as well as possibly can, just play our game. So I don't think it's really gonna affect us. Like, even though like you saw at EMEA that we don't need stage experience. We're just the players that we are. We don't crumble under pressure, and that's it.
Dice que no se derrumban ante la adversidad, que no necesitan esa experiencia y que todo el torneo debería de ser así. No se consideran que sean débiles o que vayan a sufrir por todo eso. Real quick, before I let you go, Chamber, Reina, of course, a lot of things that we do not see in EMEA. Was it hard for you to adapt onto all of that, or was it just the duels?
To be honest, like, it's not that hard to adapt to. Like, obviously we knew their comps before we played them, just because they played them in like Chinese League. And so like we kind of knew what we were going into, but also I feel like a lot of EMEA teams also play kind of crazy stuff as well. So it's not like we played against a billion different comps and scrims, and it's just preparation, and our preparation's really good, and we know what they're gonna do, and yeah, we just execute.
La preparación también por encontrarnos agentes como Chamber, como Reina, cosas que no solemos ver en EMEA. Dicen que la preparación ha estado ahí, que estas
No, Side
ya
Chopper
han
will
jugado
not be
contra
cast
ellas en
next game.
scrims, en
0%
EMEA
chance.
también, así que se lo podían esperar, sabían cómo adaptarse a todo esto. Well, thank you very much. I will let you go. We'll see you in a couple of days. And you guys at home, do not go anywhere, because that's Gen G against Loud coming up next.
Good interview. Good interview. Damn, dude, that fan base is so sick. If they make a run, it's gonna be popping in that place. Does anyone know what the attendance max is right now in the arena? I don't know what like the max attendance is right now in Madrid, but 5K. 5K is a good amount. See, I'm actually after I worked that E-League Boston major in CS, I realized like it's not about how like having the most people, it's about having the right like acoustics in the place you're at with the right amount of people that can make the maximum amount of noise. Bro, because in Boston there was like 5,000 people, and I had been to way bigger CS tournaments before, but I had never been to one that felt like that. It was fucking insane. It was insane. I've always wanted to like go to kind of Cologne is kind of like that for CSGO, but Cologne is different because everyone roots for all the teams because it's in like the center of Europe. That's what was always cool about CS. Yeah, the Boston major, man, was crazy. Someone in chat mentioned Cluj-Napoca. That tournament was so fucking weird. So Cluj, I think this is where like the Dracula story comes from. This place, dude, it was so creepy. Our hotel was legit the creepiest place ever. I was trying to Google it to like find out, but I don't remember what the hotel name was and shit, but it's a cool event. I didn't know you lived on the East Coast, Renta. That's crazy. Then again, I don't know where many viewers live, so. Ghost hunting. Conclusion Halloween. When was it? I want to say it was like around. Let me see. Yeah, it was over Halloween. When I was there for Halloween. That's the crazy part. It was so fucking creepy. I remember like looking out of the hotel and there's just fog, dude. It was just all fog and dark, and the halls of the hotel were so creepy. It was like I was in a fucking scary movie. It was literally like you were in a scary movie. It was fucking weird. Not a lot of knowers here with this tweet, clearly. Not a lot of people in the know. You're probably, what does that even mean? Too inside.
Welcome back, everybody, to day one of Masters Madrid. I'm Yingsu, once again joined by Mimi and Kakuka, and it's time to talk about the second matchup of today. It is Loud versus Gen G. Let's start with Loud because Mimi, we talk about, you know, teams missing out. NRG are not here, DRX are not here, but Loud are always here.
They absolutely are. The color was blue before. We're back to being green because this team always shows up to international events, and what makes it so impressive is that it seems to consistently beat a new roster. Loud looked great last season, and they made changes in the offseason.
I'm gonna do a poll here.
The player who a lot of people considered the best in the world in Ospugs, but now they've picked up QCK instead, and Sada, as he seemingly always does, has reinvented this team and made it back to a global.
So it would be normal to think that if you have not been following Americas and you see this change and you see that Aspas is no longer in being such a staple for the team, that probably Loud has suffered. And maybe, you know, not seeing them being seed 1 is all that we can account them for. I understand that we've seen some funky compositions, you know, here and then. They rely a lot on the Viper. We've seen some Phoenix. I think that, you know, coming into the tournament, that might be considered a weakness. But at the end of the day, it's exactly what you said. These guys have a lot of experience. Most of them.
I'm just doing like a poll because I want to see when no points are on the line where you guys think this is going. This could go either way.
That can work, but I don't know for how long is the thing. So they're playing Breach Phoenix on 4 out of the 7.
Check this.
which is crazy.
So
But the idea behind it is you have double flashes.
why is this? So Munchkin said Gen G are undefeated in scrims. That is crazy.
But what you give up is you have no dive agent. So if you're playing into a heavy sentinel comp or a team with a lot of stall, you really can get punished for that.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think that means they'll win the event, but like, I wouldn't expect to hear that. I'll say that. It's definitely surprising.
From the outside, pretty easy to counter. But once you're in game, there are so many things that you need to remember once you're going up.
I think when we look,
Why? Favors Loud, and that is one of the reasons why they managed to make it so far with this kind of compositions.
Yeah, we've seen teams counter them out. EG, for example, did very well at that, even though they lost the series.
I think when you look at the game, the key player here, and people in chat have said it already, Texture is definitely the key player in this server. He is by far the best duelist in this server, in my opinion. Like, it's not even close. And that's not a slight on Quick. It's just Quick has been playing a lot of Phoenix, right? So he's not going to have the impact that this player can have. Like, this player can literally take over the game. But the comps we're going to see over here, the teamwork this year from Loud is so different. Like, I mean, like, this is literally going to be a scenario of, like, does the util beat the aimers? Nothing against Gen G. I feel like they got really good setups, really good shit. They're definitely battle tested here, but the styles of taking fights and shit, and say like running double duelist more, stylistically, this is a pretty big clash. This is a pretty default comp. On Breeze, they're running an Astra, I believe. I don't know if they'll keep that though.
He's the ultimate talent developer.
Yeah, and I also think that we can probably just give him the hat, right? The greatest IGL of this game. I'm quite happy to do that.
Where was Texture up here? Texture had to be way up, right? I'm actually surprised Texture's not higher than this.
Standing by right now with Mika Fabs. Check this out.
Oh.
Hey Sada, can we pull you in for just a really quick question? I apologize, you have to drag your bag over here as well. So this is the third variation of this team, and you consistently keep making it to global events. I mean, how do you keep doing this?
I think it comes down to us having fun. I have great teammates, so it's kind of easy when you have amazing people around you to do amazing things. So yeah, pretty much it.
Well, excited to see you guys have fun out there. Good luck.
I mean, they must be having fun playing some of these comms as well. But what's in the suitcase? What do you think?
His strats.
Yeah? All of them?
Yeah, it's like the
I love
new
Sog so much.
football he carries around. He has
It's Aspas, just in case.
I don't think they'll
That's
need him. I don't
fucked.
think they'll need him because
That's
with
funny,
QCK coming in, I feel like he's adopted the way of Loud very nicely. And Mimi, we have a quote from him as well. He was talking a little bit about how he felt about Gen G. He said, I know that Gen G is one that's been showing a good game. They qualified by winning against a very strong team. This is a team that I'm looking at as a threat.
The thing is, the QCK kind of adopted the
Who's
Loud
casting
way.
this
It's not the Loud
game?
with Osboss way. He's not Osboss.
We
He
just
doesn't
had
bring the jet
America's
every round. He's not
casters.
an
We'll
incredible
probably have
player
either
in the
EMEA
same way
casters
Osboss was.
or
He's instead flexing around, playing the Phoenix. He's
maybe
fitting into Sadok's
APAC
system.
casters
And
because
for
of
that
Gen
reason,
G.
This does feel like a very different Loud than
Could
the
be
one we talked
APAC
about last year.
casters because
Yeah,
of Gen
exactly. I
G.
think that this is another reason that makes Loud the team that, you know, a lot of people support and love. It's the fact that if you change these pieces, you can see a new version, but it is still a version that works. And
They
they're
could
not
get
just
like
fixated into, for example, Paper Rex being crazy, just playing the crazy
why-
comps being extra aggressive. No, with Loud you can see very different iterations
Seth,
and you still make
what
it work. So
Achilles, god damn it.
time difficult to adapt and play against them.
Couldn't get his I couldn't get his alias. I couldn't pull it. My brain wouldn't get it. It's like A, it starts with an A.
Epitomizes the surprise element we've seen in the regional leagues. How did Gen G get here?
Well, basically, they beat DRX to qualify here, and it's been a very
And then
long
who did
time.
they beat in the finals? Just some small team, right?
Yeah, just a small.
It would be pretty fucking... Kukuka's great. Kukuka's awesome. Like, working with Kukuka's so fucking good. But yeah, I think pretty good, pretty high likelihood it's going to be like APAC casters. EMEA would be interesting because neither team is from EMEA, which I guess they just did for this first one. They did NA casters here, so maybe they go. Maybe they actually do switch it up and go like EMEA casters here just to no bias it. They might do that. Pansy Hypoc this.
Allegedly, the streets have spoken, and Gen.G hasn't lost a scrim since coming to Spain, which
They
is
said it themselves, right?
yeah, they said it themselves. Reliable narrator, myself.
That's
But
such a crazy
It is
stat.
possible that they have, because they were so good in Pacific. If I were to define the way this team plays, it's just doing the basic stuff incredibly well. They're mostly playing old default comps, the good, honest Valorant stuff, but they execute on it incredibly well. Their synergy is great. They're very good at adapting, and then they also just have players who, 3 of their 5 players seem like they were having life tournaments in kickoff.
Yeah, exactly. One of those players is the ultimate rookie, I feel like, coming into this. And let's send it back over to Mika Fabs, who's with Karen.
Hey Karen, can we play you for a quick question? Pacific's Golden Rookie. So this is your first Masters event. This is your first global event. How do you feel going up against the former world champions in Loud?
I wasn't playing when they won champs.
Oh! You gotta love that answer. You gotta love that answer.
Add it to the list. Add it to the list. I'm literally Googling the main things Karen say.
That's crazy. I mean, it is ridiculous how good this guy is.
The fucking demon. That's his first international interview.
On Lotus, won like 4 or 5 clutches in one game, continually stole away rounds from their opponent. It's his first year playing Pro Valorant at this level. It's his first Tier 1 team, and he was out there dunking on the very best of Pacific.
I think that what it's also important to remark is the way that they play. You were mentioning, Mimi, the standard compositions, and actually a very standardized and different way from what it's usually played in Pacific. And when we think about, you know, the it's probably the perfection version of DRX that they've been trying to achieve for years, but actually didn't make it. This Gen.G has done it, and the fact that they can win against PaperX. Remember, the PaperX that, you know, they might sound crazy, they might run this funky, but they always make it far and deep.
He really said if he was there, we'd be in a different timeline.
To just be better with playing standard, it means that they master what they do.
Yeah, my question is, where does Karen compare to the other rookies? Because there's some great rookies. We just saw Narrate. Mimi, do you think he's going to be up there in that kind of caliber?
I absolutely do think he is. I think that the performance he showed in Pacific looked as good as Naren. The thing is, how do you rate between those 2 international leagues? Because I think we have seen the level of Pacific to some extent not be up to what it was last year. PaperX not playing to the same level, they've said it themselves. DRX not even making it here, whereas I think we saw a lot of teams leveling up in EMEA. But I don't think that means he's going to come to an international event and not...
Chat. Fun fact. DreamHack Winter 2014. I was on Cloud9 and we boot camped in Europe for like 2.5 months. I want to say this is like when I dropped out of my master's program to stay in Europe before this major. We didn't lose a single Inferno scrim in this boot camp. Not one. For 2.5 months, we didn't lose a single Inferno scrim. I was calling like out of this world on this map. Like, I felt like everything I designed was like perfect. And then we go into this game and we just lose. So just because like a team is winning scrims, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean fucking shit. Because the stuff Hellraisers even did to us here, yeah, they had simple like standing in. They were just doing like these B execs on us. And what happened is like, bro, it was crazy. It was like, I think like nothing in Hiko happened to like kind of go through a rough patch like right before this tournament. And they were playing B site together. And it was just, yeah, Angel's down here, bro. Angel put me down. This was a hard loss. Because this was like I thought we were winning the tournament based on how our scrims were going. We were scrimming like Gen G sounds like they're scrimming. Like,
after seeing them today on stage, maybe we can draw some conclusions about it.
To answer your question, though,
it's probably one of the worst tournaments we played, which is crazy. Like, it's because like when you win everything in scrims and you don't experience losing, while it seems like, oh, we're in great form, the vibes are great, the second you start losing, like on the stage or something happens. Like all of a sudden, like, you know, people play way less confident. Like it's nothing like a scrim anymore. And all of a sudden, like those little confidence peaks that you were making, you're no longer making them anymore. You're playing a little bit more reserved, a little bit more passive. Your comms are a little bit more edgy and antsy. And so the rotates are coming in faster. And it's like the house of cards just tumbles because you haven't actually worked through a lot of the tough issues. You've just been in insane form. And so you're like winning all these opening duels in your scrims and the rounds just feel easy. You know, like you never have to grind for them. Typically when teams are winning a lot of scrims, it's because all the players are in great form.
The last time we saw Lackey at a global event, DRX was still Vision Strikers. That's not even like a troll. Like that's just what it was.
Yeah.
And
But form means like nothing.
Global all the way back then. That was when Lackey was on
Well,
new turn. I mean,
I lie. Form means a lot to like a highly structured team. But like Fnatic or Loud, but you really have to have like a lot of structure.
For those of them that this is like their biggest match, their biggest debut.
Yeah, and I think we have to dwell a bit more into that initiation. We know
You also may be winning scrims because you're not seeing strategy that would present difficulties until you hit the stage. I agree to an extent. You know what? I watched a video actually that does a really good job explaining this. I'll pull it up while we're listening to this.
I want to just.
It's gonna take me a second to find it though.
Crazy about Les, because for my money, coming into this
Might be like a
tournament, he
TMB
looks
video.
like the best player in the world. Like just straight up, I think
so.
He
Les
looks like
2023.
Yes, they are building their comps on Loud in a way where he gets to play the role he's comfortable with. Every single map, the guy is playing Viper, and he is odds out the best Viper that we have in Valorant. The guy's mechanics and aim are absolutely sublime. You don't need me to tell you that. Watch any game the guy has played before. His timings he chooses on lurks are ridiculous.
Yes.
This team lost Osbos, and that's everyone wants to have Osbos on their team. But what we get instead is people to see how good Les has always been now that he's the real star of the show.
We can draw a comparison between what Les is doing with Viper and at the beginning of the game when
It is,
everybody was playing Jet.
I literally just watched this. Okay, I can't believe I didn't remember that I just watched it. All right, so here's like a video that TMV just did about Loud's kind of flaws, right, in their comps. And Mimi here inside Plat Chat.
Committed to Phoenix Breach.
She says they're not committed to Phoenix Breach. I think she's kind of trolling a little bit because they don't have much time to revamp all their shit. But I will say, like, going into your thing of like, you haven't experienced stuff in scrims. There are teams that can play with a certain pace, right? Like PRX is literally the perfect example of this, right? So I'm just going to fucking grab a fucking PRX round. Like, I have no idea what I'm going to grab right now. I'm just going to grab something random. Fucking grabbing this round out of the blue. I'll just go somewhere on split. I don't even know if they're going to be on attack. What are they on? They're on attack. Okay. They have triple duelists. The Rays just double, like, satchels into this peak. They're peeking mid. They're literally just all over the place, playing super aggressive at the start of the rounds, right? So you don't ever really have to think through a lot.
That you can very quickly flood across, and all that util that you would have.
So you can see playing a team like Loud, right? You don't get to deal with shit like this a lot in scrims on a map like Ascent. You don't get to deal with no Killjoy, right? No alarm bot here, no turret here or turret here or the turret setup for A. Like, you don't deal with this very often. So it's difficult. And it's difficult because there's a lot of ways for them to kill you. If you take a main, you know, like the Breach Phoenix KO, there's so much util to just kill you in this zone. Same thing with B main, same thing with mid. And because of that, like, you're walking on eggshells for like a minute. Like
Team A or
We Team B.
Team B. So Loud, you will be Team A, and we will start with your first ban.
Lotus.
Lotus,
Good
your
ban. They look so bad there.
No, we ban Sunset.
Sunset. And map number 1 from Loud.
Icebox.
Icebox. Side on Icebox.
We see them there. Did we see Loud on Icebox? Oh, yeah, we did. Wait.
Attack.
Wait, no,
and
no,
then
I'm
map
thinking
number
of.
2 from Genji.
We pick Breeze.
Breeze.
We did.
Side on
Okay, yeah, they're in
Breeze.
the harbor. That's right.
Attack.
Attack. Okay, next set of bans,
That's
starting
right.
with Loud, you have Ascent, Bind, and Split.
Split.
Split. Your ban, you have Ascent and Bind.
Breeze. Oh, that's where they're running that fucking Astra. Holy shit. Weird Vita right now. Breeze and Icebox are the picks? What the fuck? I don't know if I've ever seen Breeze Icebox picks. It's like the least common map picks, I feel like, right?
Ben Bind.
Ascent!
So we'll play map number 3,
Wow!
Ascent, Loud,
They're
Side.
giving them that weird comp on Ascent. Okay, let's go.
All right.
Oh,
Good luck to you
fuck.
both.
Really weird Vita. So check out Genji's comp here. This is what they're running on Breeze. This is Karen. I wonder if they keep that. Sick. Genji's comp on Icebox right here. Pretty standard. Ooh, it's that's first time playing Breeze actually. But yeah, so like what I'm saying here, I've had to like go a really long way about like saying what I'm trying to say here. But in order to like know how to maneuver around the map against this Loud comp, and like you need to learn how to call against it and what to expect and what they're gonna do, like how they're walking up Cat right here, and like they're leaving. This is EG's perspective, like. Their play here in this round is insane, EG's, right? And this is the type of round that you can only run if you play your scrims like in a very loose, defaulty way, where you allow your in-game leader to feel out rotations and actually like try to counter the other team and think critically. But if you were to just slam like execs into people and win scrims, then yes, you're definitely risking going up into a tournament and getting fucking obliterated by weird comps that you've never seen before in counterplays that you can't even anticipate, that they've been pocketing and you're not even aware of. So it's definitely scary in Valorant. Like, I think you need to be like actively problem solving like every day, like not just running set strats.
Be more flippy. It can a lot of times be one that is one more of gunfight, individual performances. But let's rewind and talk about Icebox.
Chat
our
pretty
first
loud,
map
Bill.
in this series. I think the comp head to head here is really interesting. Loud play the Harbor Viper that they have played for a long, long time. But Genji are going into it with a Gecko KO composition, which I think could actually play up against that really nicely. Those flash combos, I think, are better than with that, say, the Reyna Gecko that we saw in
Yeah,
the
we'll
first
see the
matchup.
banner.
It's a comp that you can kind of flood through these walls, fight forward on your defense, and Loud doesn't play against that a whole ton in Americas.
Yeah, we also got to mention that this is the first time we're seeing Loud playing Icebox on the global stage once again since the heartbreak they had to deal with in Brazil. So
the
Kuka,
incident.
yeah, I need to see them come out of it here more confident and not to throw away a lead.
I see. That's how I'm gonna call the incident. But I think that this is probably the best testing ground, the best. You know, if you want to turn things around at an international stage, this is the moment to do it. This is the way that you do it. It has to happen on Icebox. And to go back into the compositions, I think that that is going to be a very, very big clash, and it's going to come down to a lot of the preparation. And it's going to be like the match that we previously had into how to read onto the opponent and adapt bit by bit, because of course you're going to have your ideas, and they're not going to align with what you see on the server.
Yeah, and for Gen G, you know, they have to come out here and prove that they are the #1 seed from Pacifics. You know, DRX didn't even make it here. So for me, again, I'm looking towards them and seeing maybe a closer and more competitive result.
Yeah, absolutely. And for Loud, I mean, we talked about this is a team that deals with pressure well because of the experience. But I think they definitely will want to prove themselves that losing that final to Sentinels was just an upset, that they still are the kings of the region. They've never had a moment, be it back in Brazil or once it came together into the Americas League, where Loud wasn't the best team coming from their home region. This is a
Catching up with chat. Right
yeah,
now.
exactly. They have a
what's up,
lot to
Ellie?
prove, not only today, but throughout the rest of the tournament. They know that
Random
the
meow,
world
right?
is watching, but we also know that most
hi.
of the teams, by getting the
That's when I was searching for DreamHack shit on my other. My bad. Thanks for letting me know
how
that.
to read their opponents and how to overcome every single problem that they see on the stage. Now, I don't know if Loud has had enough. In my opinion, I think they need a bit.
What I
they
am
need
saying
a
is,
bit more.
But this is Loud we're talking about. I mean, we've spoken about
I'm not actually 100% sure anymore. Oh fuck! I wish I remembered.
these players. They don't really crumble under pressure.
I've made the
What brand were they?
of doubting this Loud team. Every time you doubt
I
them,
don't
seemingly they
remember.
come out no matter the roster, no matter who's on.
Riot gave them to us though, and I'm sure they're continuing to do that. Like they provide. Like I don't see any differences here, which means that I think Riot's still providing them. Yeah.
Let's talk about this agent select here. You guys have mentioned it already, and this is what we're gonna see.
Yeah, exactly. But when we were talking
What we're
about
expecting.
Loud, no, still having the Sova that probably has lost a little bit of his effect.
Yeah, I am
Maybe
streaming
when
on
you
Twitch
combo
as well.
it-
Yeah,
but
yeah.
When you combo it with the Harbor, you can have a little bit more of that sectioning and actually getting the exact information that you want.
Oh
But
fuck! Both
I am
teams
a
100% win rate
huge
here.
fan of Gecko, and especially with KO here, I think it can have the
Fuck,
right
I gotta
edge
piss.
onto
1
how
second.
to Genji can win this round.
On this attacking side, Genji is going to be really willing to fight forward, especially on their B hits, flashing through, taking space in Snowman. I'm looking to see how well Loud can contain that aggression and play up against these flash combos, because their strength does come into those light rounds, into the retakes, when you have this super oppressive double controller utility to work back in.
Yeah, and also we don't know what we're gonna get on Breeze either. So I can't wait to jump into this map. We talked about the old guard, the new guard. Let's send it over to some new kids on the vlog, eh? How do you guys feel about Pansy and Hypok?
Oh, it feels good to have you back, Michael. How you doing?
Yeah, it's good to be back.
Yeah, missed it?
Short little stint vacation.
Love that
yeah.
for you. But you have a great matchup to come back to here.
What a delight to start on Icebox as well. I mean, some really interesting points from the desk. For me, this composition is such a beautiful head-to-head. And it's partly due down to what we saw from Texture, obviously, regionally, and how this is kind of just designed to counter 2Ease's utility and put Texture in that danger zone.
How fun to see him really under the microscope here. But we have to kind of talk bigger picture a little bit. It'd be a miss. A lot of people
Absolutely.
at home have been rating Genji.
The stocks are high. Yeah.
Talent, analysts backstage, I mean, everyone's been talking them up. Now, it's been quite a few people's first and last mistake to doubt Loud in the past. Am I wrong to still put so much faith in Loud here? I don't know where I sit.
I'm kind of with you. I haven't bought in fully to Gen G, but I think this matchup is the one that could potentially validate a lot of that hype. If they can come out here, even, I mean, dare I say, in a loss, put up a good performance.
No, I think you're right. I think it is just kind of how do they look? What does Genji look like on that international stage, which is what this is all about. Does it translate well? Have they got what they need? We know that Loud can do that. They've got, the previous reps. So there's a little tick in that box for me. But beyond that, we wait and see how they look, because it's not like they've been flawless throughout their regular season. A lot of doubts have crept into people's minds. But we digress. As the round does begin, of course, that will mean that Genji are on the attack, Loud on the defending side, and actually we've got a triple walk up middle. That's going to be Munchkin's duty to try and deal with it, at least note it early enough, but the plant's going to come through. The attention is there from mid as well, so Kaunzin doing well to on Munchkin and open up the options.
What the fuck?
I like what Gen G are doing, focusing a little bit of that pressure towards CT.
Yeah, taking some space elsewhere, getting themselves set up ahead of now coming back through.
Oh my god, he gets two.
Three onto Texture and actually getting a third, but Karen there to shut it down. Less with the response, but Diffuse already coming through here, Lauren. The beautiful cleanup from Loud. In the blink of an eye, Gen G unable to really convert that space into anything, any sort of security there over the site.
And you got to say, Sadak was the big proponent of that.
I'm so
right?
upset I just missed the pistol.
Back through, dealt with that site pressure. It felt like it was really just lucky kind of taking that CT space in the end. He kind of fell a little short when it was only him doing it. And as I said, you lose so much of the presence on the side.
Sick fucking retake wall.
Again, explosive start for Loud here. That's a nice way to shake off any sort of doubts. You're like, all right, we got a good little beginning. Buyback here though for Gen G coming in on the Stingers.
Yeah, interesting to see what the plan's going to be.
This nano's really good because it allows, you know, this contact to happen from QCK, right? He's going to get this contact. He can fall. This alarm bot will detect. This nano will stall out the yellow and make them go back. Or give them a fight on this side of yellow. Turret can hold all of this.
Drops, right? And it's going to be about now. Texture going to note it. 1-for-1 trade out, less on the back line. Dealing with luck here, but now this is the problem, right? Can they still control this?
Stall.
Can Gen G break into securing
Next fight is everything. This is the fight right here, chat. Damn, Tui's. This is his kickoff for him right here.
So unfortunately, well, does find one at range there. I was going to say now that
I should do it. I should do it.
Gen G in a tricky position. Karen has actually got himself a Bulldog here.
And he's been one of the players to watch, right? I know a lot of people talk about texture, but Karen's mechanical capabilities off the charts. Not going to get it this time though. Sadak again, just kind of.
They fell into a high-low right there.
To the round. No threats in the end. They do recover the Bulldogs that were maybe brought into question, but they're fine. They're back in hand, and they weather the storm. And Gen G, that Stinger bite, where'd you rate it on this?
I mean, again, if they're able to convert that into getting a little deeper on site here, once this utility kind of fades out, and Loud have these open sight lines, that's where the Stingers then become a little more difficult. Once you're still stuck ahead of site, nobody's in nest, nobody can really pressure towards spawn or towards heaven. Stingers feel a little flat at that point.
Yeah, they fall short. Now we're going to have the Sheriff round coming out. Again, beyond this, I'm just looking for the game to almost settle in.
High tide maybe?
Very high right now, very brawly. They're both
just early dart. He's going to guard. Snag that orb.
If they continue along this sort of trajectory, this round not really going to be the highest indicator of it, but it's a good time to test, isn't it? You look across, see what Meteor's up to, see what he's finding out. What can he maybe derive from these sort of setups that Loud are playing? Can they pull these rotations? Where's the space?
I think Kaunzin maybe spotted 2 or 3 members, Gen G there. Happy to give up the spate, but Sadak actually almost catching the cross back here, so Loud with a very good read on Gen G's reposition here. Meteor didn't find anything on the other end.
It's a good play here, right?
Towards B, putting QCK in a position here, but delivers on the first. Munchkin will fall.
Yeah, he's not backing away yet. He's still good for another.
Yeah, damn, that's a good sign for Loud. If QCK is like activated this event, they're gonna be hard to beat.
The one thing I'll say is that
what is he aiming at?
This might have to then be an adjustment for the
round
following. That if they've noticed the deep setup coming out from the KJ, rather maybe keeping more of an attentive look towards tunnel. Any more damage to be had here? Lakia with a good attempt. No connection. Now just carry on. 1v4. Spike could not be further away and comfy for less.
I think
clean start here for Loud, a 3-0 scoreline.
Gen G needed to put some work in here because look at like what they're carrying through, dude. Like they're carrying through like a bunch of shit guns. Their money is getting out of control.
Lovely.
The lockdown next in line after that. Need to see a response here from Gen G though, because the credit's starting to stack on the side of Loud. Themselves very comfortable.
QCK looking like he wants to go for the operator too. Kind of considering the options. I mean, he was up to 7k. He has every right to fancy his chances, but again, very different setup. Hard to get a bit of a beat on what Loud are up to, and it looks like Munchkin right off the rip wants to take space.
It's the opposite of what we saw Tui's do last time. Dude, that's sick. Before we were seeing him do it this way. It's like the same wall, but from the other side. Damn, high-low.
So they've responded.
Off of the knife. Really broken. Anyone in chat know if this still gets seen on radar?
Yeah, not a massive tell on the back of that.
Like the high part of the wall? I think it does. It's not, I don't think that's fixed, but
Concede. Doesn't really seem like there's any pressure point here for Gen G to try and exploit.
No, I'm looking for that late mid presence, right? Meteor maybe starting to drift that way, but Zadak will be watching it. Whether or not he can win
is
the
it
fight,
low?
yet to be
Always
seen. Looks like the deep flash is being
going
set
through.
up. Anyone going to try and utilize that? There's the high flash going in, and Zadak does find Lackey, but that's not the mid lurk.
Sick flash, got them both.
CT, and he looks to secure some
Got 'em
space.
both.
But again, remember, roll your mind back. The pressure on the site was too much before
my
for
God.
Gen G to handle. And once
Less.
again, from a similar position, less punishing. It was Zadak before, it's less now, and his texture with a world of trouble. Less out on top, and this again,
Yeah.
Loud have lovely positioning on this side hold.
yeah, their hold is eerily similar to how K-Corp was playing this site. It's like a bend but don't break. Like they're just kind of like letting the B hit come in, and they're just maintaining ground in like key areas like snow and kitchen. And under tube area.
Anticipating Gen G had stacked up, ready to challenge 2E's utility.
Did they note the operator? I don't know if that. I don't
Less
know if
looking
that
like-
rattled because it was QCK mostly holding towards a solo, so I don't know if they've quite got that. Maybe understanding the possibility.
Damn,
but
he got it.
See if they're
Got
fully
it.
aware of it now.
Stole the
Time
orb.
to shine. QCK.
Loud getting a lot of little
So
edges
Stingers
across the
again
map right
happy to
now.
run this.
It's the same high tide,
Loud.
except
They have the three
see
players
he
here.
started it from this side this time.
Flash to force him away. That was a kill and a half if he got the chance,
Ooh.
but lovely.
All right, they're
side
in,
This
they're
is
in.
Lovely. That's much better from Gen G. Look at how comprehensive that take was. It's forced them into a retake. It's taken
Do we
away
use
the
the
operator.
Soval?
This is very nice.
Do we use the
There's a
lockdown?
lockdown available here for Loud though, if they choose to invest. And actually,
K
weapons
KO
have been
Molly
recovered.
can take this
So
out
Stingers need to tuck into sight here.
if they
Still
want to
find
do.
value. 2E's caught off guard
No
here.
ults, no ults.
Love that from Texture, staying a little bit deeper, willing to put his life on the line, and they're just willing to brawl it. Willing to fight it out. Zadak trying to take the space back, but there's still so many players. This was outstanding by Gen G, really turning the screws
They
on
really
that
needed
side
this
take.
shit.
They want Zadak dead. Trying to get out with the operator, but he's hunted down. Texture close by. Can he keep hold of
Okay,
this?
Sadak the upper.
Trying to leave a little note for them on the way out, but yeah, it looks like he's made it away for now. I'm just keep eyes on this because that is a prized possession, and Munchkin's got it out of his cold, dead
The Gecko
hand.
Flash
Now,
did get a lot of
like
value.
that side take.
I think they needed to
Pressure.
break
There
it.
was no safety there for Loud.
I mean, you can see the value from the utility. I mean, both players force off these early angles. Nothing really from the operator. No pressure on an early angle.
Yeah, that's not.
Straight away, Texture and Karen find kills. And early on, we see
QCK.
with that earlier Stinger purchase. But
QCK
this
needed
time
better,
around,
better like back out pathing. He needed like way better back out pathing.
back for Loud.
Typically, when you're like Jet posted on lines like that, you need like a place to dash to or like some idea. Didn't look like he had the idea of what to do.
Be running it again.
All right, same high tide again, stemming from mid though.
In case you missed it, that was still those
So
Stingers,
many ults
those
here on
Sheriffs, and
defense for the
now with
retake.
a little bit of the ults behind it, they should be able to clear sight very
Crowd all
comfortably.
side.
GG, showing us what they can do here.
Oof.
Obviously known for the individuals, but this execution
Two
works
knives
well. Now we
left.
see
Planning
Loud
top
with numbers, so
site.
this could be the difference.
Lockdown
Here's
in.
the
KO
lockdown.
Molly
There's
could
the
break
counter
this.
utility. They're starting to build back in
Here's the
and force
KO
away
Molly.
the spike planted. How do they deal
They
with
got
that
it.
line, though?
So what
Good
Loud
util.
get? Fastest lockdown's going through. The Hunter's Fury posted as well. QCK.
What? That's the duelist dip we were looking for, chat.
Seemingly just get nothing but space.
That's what we were fucking looking for.
For Gen G, but less
What the fuck?
Good shot, but they're still not on the spike. No. The defuse still not started. There are problems here for Loud. Zadak with the first tap, but it's traded. Again, still numbers sitting well enough for Gen G. They've got to break that
Oh my
back
god, he
line.
went. Oh.
Trying to do so. Texture, he's
Yo!
in this game so far.
This kid is sick.
Active. He came all the way back through there and found a kill in mid.
Wow.
Closes out the 3K on
Oh,
Cowan
fuck.
did for a moment slipped the net there, unnoted, but couldn't find another kill. Like I said, it was crucial really what Loud could achieve in that
Oh,
time of the lockdown.
fuck.
But it wasn't
Not
anything.
quick enough.
No safety here. Tui's not even really able to secure a half defuse or anything with the Cove. Early timeout called here from Loud.
Dude. Took that fight into him with 2 blades, right? He had 2 blades still when he took him out in mid? Fucking hell.
Maybe he didn't have the opportunity to use all that util. Okay, well this time they're still on the full buy and they've got everything they need. it still worked out just as well. So credit where it's due. And
Dude, the ring on the mouse hand is crazy, though.
I don't believe this time I was really to
I could never
make many adjustments this early on, especially with this scoreline, maybe to just quell any sort of momentum Gen.G are going to get off that Thrifty and a fast hit. Definitely keep our eyes on what the response is if Gen.G decide to continue with this pace, because now, obviously, Bladestorm invested, there's the pit available, a lockdown of their own in the hands of Meteor. Munchkin went off the null command as well, so definitely tools to continue with that sort of pace and seemingly get a site for free off the back of the lockdown.
All right.
And secure with the pit. Now I'd have to have a bit of awareness.
There's the
here.
wall you see a lot of the Vipers
Dig a
use.
little deep. Obviously, QCK
Gives
now
this
know
path
what
as a
to play
lurk.
with.
Obviously, this path won't have that lurk, but
Top of that.
kind of puts that seed of doubt over here, right?
Down to 600 as well.
And it looked like Gen.G were considering
Or
readdressing
mid
that
is
B side, but
standard.
back to what worked, and a more
The
proactive
turret
approach
is
on the
nice because
B
it's
side
holding
back
this
to
side of
what
mid
Valorant
and the
punch up
tube
QCK
cross.
and drift back over.
This
So
spot
maybe
is pretty
a little
cool.
bit different
Pretty
look, but
cool.
Gen.G have tools now. They have that lockdown for themselves. So once again, should
Okay.
allow safe passage
Pit here.
towards the site.
We called this the scary pit because Scary was like probably the first one to do this.
Can he get back into this?
Look at Texas, look at that guy. Oh my word, Townsend, that's a little bit of pressure for him, but he took down Texture at the very least. Like,
What the fuck?
at that point, but Lakia didn't relent.
Oh my god! He got the second.
And now into a 2v3. Numbers.
What is this
Gen.G,
pit?
and that post plant again, brutal to break.
Looking like a
1v2 is
fucking
QCK
chat
do.
bubble.
Luckily, yes, QCK did get a rifle
Cove
now,
coming
so
in,
maybe
speaking
a
of
little
bubble.
better equipped. But that back line, it's always that last sentence in this Icebox chapter. How do you get around it? 'Cause look at the util again. QCK with a glimpse towards the spike gets warded off. Meteor willing to live close by. Again, the utility poured in. Meteor getting closer, just ensuring it. He doesn't want to even let it go to chance or lose his life. But the time's already lost. And again, Gen.G
Sick
showing
take.
off a little now.
Texture with a hero play here to shut down any sort of re-aggression from Loud as soon as that lockdown's expired. I think it's actually a second ahead of it as well. So he's catching maybe a couple of people with their backs turned. We don't hear.
Dude, that's so sick. What is that?
He had the timing to get back into that to maintain, but
No shot. Blood is cackling.
one more round.
Yo.
Even with that broken purchase previously, Loud able to maintain rifles here.
Ooh, they got
Feels almost
they got QCK hiding.
Right, it just felt so out of kilter.
Texture catching a stray there.
It's the first time we're starting to see
Did
Gen.G
they hear
really
that?
explore a little, already show something towards B. It's not a great deal yet,
Yeah, they heard it. There's
but the
pings
pace
all
feels
over.
different already. So Loud knows something has changed. It's just what's changed.
See the pings here. They're also going to hear QCK.
Bro, QCK is giving up the game here a little bit. He's gonna have to hit a shot because of all this.
Meteor the solo lurk. So QCK will be called upon here.
This is a lot to handle.
Nice
He takes
shot.
a scalp of one. Caron gone.
Honestly, like his frantic movement
The right choice.
made
They did
them.
lose less on the other side of the map, so almost a trade out here, right?
Wow, that's
You've
a-
got less gone, Caron gone, but now where do they go? Gen.G have a little bit of the run of the map.
They
here.
know
They
this
can
is a
trust
solo
all those
lurk because of that
rotations. A lot
drone.
of faith being left in
But the
QCK to
turret
them
has
back
done a
towards
lot in the mid round for
Now
them.
with a decent read on this, on the back of that information.
Double. Ooh, look at the
Cowan being
setup.
Aldrin, but
Fuck.
Are they expecting everybody? Yeah, it's a very late hit here too. He's throwing up another wall, but the null command will be the catalyst here.
KJ shit.
Gonna try and
KJ
force
shit
it
down.
here. Texture to lead the charge.
Sick flash, man. Oh, the little side strafes are so money right there. What the fuck? That movement was good by Texture.
final seconds of the round when it was late, it still looks comfortable. This asks a lot of QCK. He started well, he's going to have to end even better. The third, oh yes, oh my word.
He was almost on for the adjustment there.
I thought he might have that,
Dude.
but Meteor there safe.
Those little side strafes that he was just dropping were so good, actually. That reminded me of like watching King use a Phantom from Leviathan. That's what King's Phantom looks like. The way that he was taking those side steps. I'm pulling it up right now on YouTube. Like, this is what you should fucking strive to aim like, I feel like. In Valorant, this is like the optimal aiming style in my eyes. Like the way he like takes that fight, he immediately like knows to go back into cover. He swings out, taps, tap, swing, tap, swing, tap, swing, and then like he commits on like the third. I just felt like that was perfect movement.
You feel a bit silly now, don't you?
The awareness. Obviously, the knife has pinged him, so diligent by Gen G, but
Oh,
Meteor,
bro.
very deep position already.
He's so advanced past
All the way up to Boiler here.
the Killjoy shit's on B in kitchen. Oh. Oh no.
Yeah, no support.
Chad, the
no
duelist
flash,
diff
but
is
that
coming in
nothing.
so
And
hot
there's
right
Meteor
now.
striking as well. They've just found layers to this. They found availability, right? They're starting to really turn the screws. Sight still. Oh my word. A little bit of damage, yes. Don't get me wrong. It is a 1v3, but you look at the HP. Look at what Les is working with. Oh, he's barely breathing. Wheeze his way out of this round, probably.
I'm
Texture,
scared
though,
for our boys right now.
fancies his chances. Deeper angle. Tricky to clear. Diligent from Les. Doesn't matter though, does it? Gen G tipping the scales now into their hands. 5 now to the good. And
Scared
Loud
for the
haven't had an
boys.
answer. And I love seeing this kind of little bit of a look back towards, you know, testing middle a little bit here. Didn't do it instantly after learning of that space that Meteor garnered way earlier in this game. And now starting to flex into it into round 9, starting to really punish the stack that they've had to put towards A, but still not able to break Gen G's approach.
And just coming back to what we did see regionally, it was on the attacking side where Gen G looked a little lost for, you know, any sort of mid-round ideas, how to really pivot out of tricky situations here. I'm not even really seeing what their win condition was. Which
This is that pathing I was talking about. Wow. Yo, did you see how sick that pathing could have been with that Dizzy and that wall? Like, the whole timing of that sequence was very drilled. Very fucking drilled.
Icebox here.
Oh, the triple swing through this. Oh, the flasher. Oh my god, dude. Their pace is insane right now.
And we've seen that position do well. Yeah, Loud still seem to have
Holy
such good read
fuck. Loud did all the shots.
But anywhere else, if they go away, they're screwed. Yeah,
Oh my god.
They are here. The Munchkin, rough position. Does at least have time on his side, but he's got a lot of targets to handle. Goes up. Lovely adjustment, but now there's problems. 9 HP and a bit of a dream, and that's to go. Still got to do more here. Pressure up close and personal. QCK gonna close out the round with a defuse.
Damn, that was a sick round.
Again,
That was a really sick round.
Problems weren't on B.
Loud did a really good job of just like backpedaling there. Like not taking the fights into the util early. Good swing by Kao and Zine to get things started. And like this high-low is absurd. Like Loud did so well to win this round. I was glazing Gen G for that take.
With that string of rounds. Comfortable in the purchase. Just about getting back towards some of these key ultimates coming online.
All right, Hunter's Fury could be big here for Kanzine.
Who have theirs available. Operator back in the hands of QCK as well. Curious what he can get done now.
Okay, well,
Bro,
it's been
good.
noted early, and it's a 3-2 split for now, right? So they're going to try and keep touch on both sides
All
of the map.
right.
But Sadak,
High Tide blocks off.
Absolutely not. Karen was
Oh
holding this.
my.
We've seen a couple of rounds of them holding deep like
Killjoy
this. He got
util
checked on maybe
down.
once, but it's not every round. So a little
This
bit of
turret going
variety,
down
catching
is
Loud out
causing a
once again,
huge shift
opening
into
up that
mid.
opportunity towards A.
And they know. They know. Look. Oh, they know. They definitely know.
He's got support 2, 3
Gen
players
G's
all
so
looking towards middle.
aware.
This is massive and a great shot from him. He needs to play this out. He needed more than that, but luckily for him, there was
They
support.
got
but
the
Karen,
trades.
Again, still there.
That last
still getting
one.
the favorable trade. Still getting the spike back to hand, and it's just less now. They have no idea where he is fully, right? They're going to lose track of that. But with 50 seconds, what does Les do?
I'm curious now of whether or not he's even caught a step. Knows that obviously the turret was removed previously.
Huge
Well, they
awareness
have a
by
read
Gen G
on
this round. To be aware of that.
Where Meteor's utility is going to be, I guess, by default. We'll be here to hear the plant at least.
Less 11 and 6. Got the shiny Vandal.
Oh, my word.
Oh.
This guy is impressing me.
Oh my god, the fucking rookie. The rookie just won the Viper one-on-one against Les.
Garon mechanically looking sharp to close. So again, very impressed with Gen G here. Very impressed.
And I'm curious if this is kind of something that Loud want to drill with Sadak to be the one to force the issue all
God
the
damn,
way out
bro.
of B.
6
Whether or not
out of
it's just
7
the
right
turrets
here.
there, they
What a
anticipate
run.
that the heavier lean for Gen G is outside A here, and Sadak's going to maybe have a 1v1. Or
That was a
maybe
big
somebody
one.
lurking
That was
towards
a
spawn
big
round.
one.
But shut down so quickly that it gives Gen G so many options.
Oh,
with the
man.
Killjoy falling first.
Just checking if anyone's getting up close.
That's a lot of value.
Not gonna be rewarded
While you're
for
just
that,
chilling
but
behind here, you're like spamming through the
slip
rope.
into more of a default,
You're
right? Maybe
you're dizzy
expecting
flashing to
the
make sure
Loud
no one's
going
like up here.
rewarded by in the last couple of
Make
rounds.
sure no one wouldn't get that far maybe, but
This is they've
definitely gets
they've
like
truly
jail.
got that kind of,
Free info.
I'd say understanding of the tempo
Yeah,
that Loud
definitely.
wants to do.
Almost trying to bait it out here with Lakia posturing a little bit with the Odin, but Loud not biting. Obviously less down on a stinger, so whether or not you see any sort of aggression here or wait to maybe retrieve a weapon off
See,
the trade or something like that.
We've said it a lot lately,
Loud's
but
gonna
this is
give
a
things
great
away.
spot for Hunter's Fury.
45 seconds left here
Obviously,
for Gen G, but their
gets
sights
so
set
much value
towards
because you
A.
can peel
Full
off
play
and then
stack.
just like
High flash
shoot it onto
goes in.
A.
Wild's gonna come out here.
Yep.
So this spot, So's probably not going to
Ready
leave
to
it.
go. So again, we were crediting and complimenting these late
Here he is,
round
stepping off.
hits. Loud have numbers, but do they have the ability to stop the roll from Gen G?
Here it comes.
Already, sight is theirs. It's so
Oh,
comprehensive
he's going to
from
give it to
Gen
him and
G.
get. He's going to go for this. He's going for this plant. He's going
So
for
many
it.
tools there. Hang on,
They
Carrick's
need
got
the
wall
kill.
raid.
They need the kill.
pit's down.
Oh my
Lockdown's
word.
going to expire here, and actually the regress here on Tui's and Cowan Z's ultimate.
Texture. Hold on. Hold on. Still
Oh my God.
Oh, the
What?
tri-fight from Sadak. Ridiculous. This is how
I
Loud
gave them the
finally break
lockdown.
this. Okay, and there it is. Gen G forced to respect it, have to drift away. Still trying to keep eyes towards the spike. Where is this? Great shot towards Tui's. Wants the follow-up.
No, Les couldn't kill me. Oh no.
Oh, he just jumped a touch forward. Munchkin now forced to go in here. Has to hold it together. He can't do it. Loud fighting back in the last round of the first half.
Fuck, that was insane.
What a ridiculous back and forth for
Damn.
the round of this half.
He got
So
detained.
many ultimates in play. The pendulum really swinging. And such a crucial kill to shut down the Viper's Pit. That's the stranglehold that Gen G had. Lauren.
What is that shit, bro?
ridiculous
That's
from Sadak.
fucking insane. That is
We'll
fucking.
give you a couple of those, I think, but I think credit where it's due. That
The game gifted Loud that
round
round.
run that Gen G
Holy
went on
shit.
was masterful, outstanding. Let's see what the desk thinks of this.
Oh, I'm so happy Icebox is back. What a start that was, and a great
Ooh.
half of Valorant. But it's time to jump into our HyperX Reflex of moment of the day. And this one goes to Texture.
Yeah, exactly. I think that this is probably the moment where we see Gen G back into the game after Loud gets all those rounds. And it's
That was
getting all this
literally
kills
what
and
brought them
doing
back
so
in
a
this
couple
shit.
of rounds in a row, actually being that determining piece into, hey
Oh
guys,
my
I cannot go
God.
alone. I need you to follow right after me because they're very well positioned. But if we overwhelm them, we can make it through.
Texture and Karon, both these players who were great in Pacific, showed up here in the first half. But I think what made it for Gen G was that flash combo
was
and how they
fucking-
built those eggs.
that was a
The
half,
Gecko
man.
combo, especially when going A, was excellent. And Loud was always forced to play into retake. But towards the end of that first half, Loud's retakes really started to step things up. In particular, some of these rounds where they're kind of intentionally playing back, waiting till they hear that flash combo, and then instantly swinging forward to flood. It was really great adaptation by Loud to bring a half 6-6 that really seemed like it was going to be dominant for Gen G.
Yeah, exactly. And now thinking about the switch, like how is this going to look from the
Let's see. I missed this opening pistol, so I just kind of want to see like what they do in the first couple seconds. I'll go back in a couple seconds. So they dizzy aim in. They show presence with both initiators over at A. They even Viper wall A. Wow, QCK did a lot at the start of this round to really stuff this fucking and make it feel like it's a fake. Like he realized it was a fake so quick. That's how he ended up in the scenario where there's so many like Loud people. Triple aggressed mid. This is a sick pistol by Loud actually. Holy fuck. Very well played by QCK, and that's how they ended up winning. Okay, that's how he got in that scenario. That was sick actually.
There is something in this game that we can't ignore. Gen G coming out looking good, backing up the words they were happy to bring out.
All
That,
right.
hey, we weren't here.
Standard
when
Viper
Gen G,
wall.
when Loud were winning champion, none of that. So it's like, okay, We'll see. We'll see if it's actually there, if it's all just a little bit of hype talk.
Oh.
But for now, quick pace coming out from Loud. Making no secrets of this, but Texture, Lakia, they're all there, and they are all winning out these fights, leaving just County and Texture. Let's go in.
A smile on his face as well.
Oh my god, bro.
And this is a pistol round that's almost designed to take
Oh, Texture's so good.
Sorry, in control of the tempo.
Dude.
After that first half, but Loud absolutely shut out of B-side. Bodies in place here from Gen G.
He's so good.
A good boost for them as well to try and carry this across into the second half.
I told you guys, I think it's inevitable. He's definitely the best duelist in this server.
This is quite audacious. Loud could punish this. Oh, or not! Or not! Away with murder if that goes down to less. But he's just left a massacre on the ground by A.
Oh my god, he shot like 3 bullets.
Looking clean enough.
How did he do that?
At this point, but still, what can Les do with this anymore? He can maybe claim pride's sake.
Bro, chill, Texture.
Texture's gonna back off from that one. He's not liking what he's seeing, but still, what a start here.
Yeah, it was Munchkin really putting up numbers versus Secret that individually just looked absolutely phenomenal. Have another performance
This is like
that here.
peek me with that outlaw.
Round 2 of the second half.
Peek me.
Already off to a good start in that regard. Les is going to be given a consolation here.
Maybe.
He's got to make sound to drop off here. That's Karen to be the first, but once again, shut down here. Gen G. 2 rounds to kick off the second half.
Alright, let's see how many full shields we got. We didn't see many outlaws last game. Ooh, half up top, half down low.
That was after Loud started 4-0.
Dude, 3 bullets, yeah. That's so fucking sick. That looks so sick, actually.
You can't ask
And he got the orb.
You have your
Little 4-piece right there.
Big name players, Texture already having a great start. Then you're pumping up Munchkin as well, starting to feel out the game. I mean, Munchkin's one away from his ult.
Yeah.
It's
in round
right
3,
there.
yeah.
Wow, got to answer back here.
2 people on half shields.
So the orb retrieved here outside A.
Lakia got jump spot info.
Had a chance there to swing onto Lakia, but respecting it.
Good info. Losing the dash right there? I don't know about that. I don't know about using your dash right there.
Munchkin down to 55 HP, but obviously with the ultimate, maybe a second chance at life here. They do decide to invest. 2 Guardians, 2 Bulldogs.
This is weird for Loud. They're using a lot of util.
A little bit hesitant here.
Yeah, there's a pause here.
I mean, they have successfully baited out the ultimate, but Munchkin still delivers. QCK will fall.
And you know what, if he didn't just get that round, he had...
Oh, no. Oh.
Again, Caron on the back lines, great shot towards Sadak. And they've just capitulated. They've
Maybe Munchkin should have died and been res here.
Can they pick it up here? Munchkin is still down low. County's gonna find Meteor, but no, Munchkin's still gonna hold that line just perfectly.
15 HP.
The flash low-key good. The flash was low-key good.
Time for this flank. Look where Texture is. Look at the minimap right now. Come back to watching Munchkin. If he can buy a couple more seconds, precious time.
My God.
Perfect. So he's gonna tuck himself in.
The flank is in.
They get spotted. They spotted the rifle.
He's cleared, but there's
Oh
Texture.
my God. Sexture. Holy fuck.
Noted, but 13 seconds. This puts 2. He's right under the gun. He's got to get that plan, or he's got to toy with the time and try and catch out Texture. But Texture's looking ice cold. He's looking like a killer. He's moving
Sexture.
in, closing in, and he's got him dead.
Oh my
Gen G
God.
off to a flying start in the second half.
This guy is so good. He is the hardest carry, bro. He is so in tune with the game. He's just making such aggressive plays that are always correct.
Down, tries to bait out with the first tap of the spike, but
Holy
Munchkin,
fuck.
like I said, 15 HP, still delivering, digging his heels in here. That's a 3-0 start here. Loud back down to a broken purchase. Some pistols, a stinger, 2Es and ultimate to work with, but not much else really to pin your hopes to.
Early knife here. Lakia is very forward with Texture.
That was ambitious and didn't work out. now down to the 3. This is when I start worrying about the larger picture of the map pool, because we are walking into the unknown after this.
Thanks,
I didn't want to talk about it. Yeah, it's early, but it's looking like 10's just around the corner. So it does make me worry about seeing Breeze.
It does.
So I'm sure the desk will, hit on that afterwards, and we will, I'm sure, harp on about it. But this is certainly scary times for Loud and the fans, as Gen G looking meticulous, flawless in this.
I mean, this is fucking been crazy. This is crazy. Look at what we're fucking witnessing right now. 10 of the last 12. I mean, they've looked so good in this run. They look better. They just look better. Like QCK is definitely getting diffed right now, and it's a problem.
Real playmakers in terms of the ultimates here to stick together. For Loud, they need to do some heavy lifting here to find their way into this.
Like on the maps with Breach and Phoenix, it's not a problem, right? I said, because my like kind of narrative coming into this was like Loud will get duelist diffed, like without a doubt. Like I know Texture's the best duelist in this server. But the question is whether like Loud's kind of comps and util with the Breach Phoenix can really like kill Gen G as they progress up places too fast and try to take too many duels. And instead of that, Loud picked Icebox where they're running like a Jet v Jet. And this is a very, very risky pick in my opinion. Like this is an outrageously risky map pick for Loud.
One to show, but you're leaving the rest of Loud, QCK, Tui's.
Just given what we've seen out of Loud so far.
Just hope they succeed. There's still 2 players there. They haven't pulled these rotations.
This is a big kill. Yeah, that's a really big one.
But again, I'm looking at the 2 players on A. Now, less core texture. That's the one that mattered. There is still a man close by. That being Lakia. Can he do any damage? Can he be the man?
Nice shot, QCK.
Not now.
All right.
QCK with a quick
good movement too.
And looking to dominate, looking to control this site. Make sure
great movement.
It was worth it. A long play
coming
out from Loud. Very valuable and very well handled. It's just
shots,
man. Position is noted. And Loud looking like they clawed one back here.
I was going to say, need to keep it clean here. I just want to see Meteor getting any other consolation. A must-win round for Loud, and they deliver. Obtaining 4 rifles, a little bit better in terms of the progress towards these ultimates now. A crucial kill from Sadak and Cowanzine to remain outside B site here. Try and catch a rotation. It just so happened pretty much exactly.
That was a great round by QCK, man.
The other half of Loud did find success on A as well, catching, I believe it was Texture to full first. And
okay. Loud are going to need this round, and this is like the round that will get them snowballing into their comeback because their ults will start building. But they need to get this one. This is like, if they want to win the game, they got to win the year. Otherwise, they'll be winning Thrifties. They'll have another bye, but it'll be rough.
The mid-walk will have limited success, at least initially, because of the turrets. That should alert.
Loud win this game. We go 13-11 in OT, though.
Fussed by it just yet. Still very focused on this approach. Again, these 3-2 splits. Last time it was more kind of 4-1. Sadak being the one to pressure towards
High Tide just to get control here.
4 players in response. This could be quite, the masterclass if Sadak can keep calling these fakes that are pulling the rotations. Lucky's timing was just out of this world. QCK caught unawares, but Cowanzine's there to back it up. So
miracle trade. Gifted.
But now Loud needs to strike.
Over aggression by Texture.
That timing to hit B here.
They do.
Caron is holding.
They need to capitalize because Munchkin's slowly edging, making his way through.
They ping the site. They think Karen's in sight, maybe.
I don't think Karen can deny. Oh, nearly catches Sadak on a retreat though.
Okay. They got what they wanted.
We do have a late Hunter's Fury here though, so whether there's any backline awareness or Munchkin's going to be the one to.
Oh, dude, he's going to knife the wall. He's going to knife the wall. Wait, is that what he's going to do?
Yeah, not going to find anything on the back.
Is he going to knife the wall?
So now we wait and see.
No, he's not going to knife the wall. That would have been fucking sick if he knifed the wall to get the Hunter's Fury.
Pulled Munchkin back through towards a standardized approach. This is now going to get scary, right? There's the Hunter's Fury, going to be drawn out from the tap of the spike.
He's trying to knife. He's trying to knife.
Follow-up is better.
He's too late.
Going down two E's. Exceptional work.
Clean hold by Loud. Okay.
Life, finally. Well, a couple of those and potential to break the funds of Jedi. Actually, even looking at it here, Cameron's down at 23.50. Maybe that's why we see the timeout here. You have to string something together.
What a shot, man.
Really well coordinated here. It's
okay, Tui's.
heartbreaking to ever see a death like that.
Tui's and Kalanzin.
Second away from maybe slipping into a more dangerous position. But the overall picture, it's Loud achieving great success on these kind of fakes. To an extent, I say fakes, but it's just kind of showing presence on the other side of the map. I mean, yeah, it's just a widespread default that they are finding value on both extremities. But it is so widespread, and it does.
The IGL diff kicking in now, a little bit, right? They got the IGL diff.
When you saw QCK catching some really bad timing, fortunately, Kalanzin was there. But it's quite precarious. They're willing to make.
No, I thought he was gonna I thought their play was to do something like this. Hold up. It would have been pretty fucking hard to pull off.